Hi, everybody, and we're back with Beneath the Tide. No Ogden Boon this week, maybe? Perhaps? We'll see what happens. But we do have a surprise sometime later in this episode. Hopefully, if we get to the story beats we need to get to. Garrett's picture's a little big. I'm going to shrink it.
How are you not?
Oh, it's fine, cool.
Perfect all of the time, Justin.
I don't know. Got some announcements, though. We have a podcast up on this thing called iTunes and Spotify. Just search up Monstrosities, you can go find us. Look us up, have a listen, give us some sweet ratings because it helps and makes us, feel like, hey, people are listening to this. It actually, it warrants the effort putting into it because it's a lot of work to edit audio, especially for podcasts because it takes a lot of time and effort. So thank Garrett for doing that when he was doing it for Beneath the Tide. So maybe we'll keep doing it. And maybe doing other audio projects like demystifying DMing.
I'm working on it.
Down there where Sam is.
Again, if I do not have something by the end of this week, I shall be stoned in the town square until dead.
Nice. Speaking of being stoned, also a lot of other stuff I kind of want to think about doing for the audio format. I have some ideas, so I might talk to Garrett and Sam about those later. Talk to everybody about those later. Been playing a lot of. All I'll say is I've been playing Fallen Order, and it's a lot of fun, and it's given me ideas. It's so good, Sam.
So good.
It's so good.
I'm almost done with it.
Magenta. Anyways, yep.
Same.
It's the way to go. Yep. I wanted red, but anyways.
Well, that would not.
Well, whatever. I want red. Anyways, speaking of lightsabers.
You pre-ordered, you could get orange.
I know. I didn't. Anyway, speaking of lightsabers, yeah, a lot of people listen to their D&D and RPG content in strictly audio podcast format, so maybe we'll do more with that medium. And tonight we premiered our sequel campaign to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Takes place entirely in the plane of Pandemonium.
Justin's favorite. My
favorite plane. It's so much fun. Pandemonium and Limbo are right up there. And, well, the demi-planes of Dread, if you want to count those. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. You should watch the episode. It's on our Twitch VOD right now. It was interesting. Acid in the river Styx.
I think Garrett had a fun time.
It was interesting. Also,
I think I probably had the most fun.
Also, yeah. Also, thank you, Birdie Quinn, for the follow. Yeah, just stuff. Sunday. Oh, tomorrow, no Chris Estrad. And I was going to do a Beneath the Tide one-shot to see what happened to Vivian and Ashley. But I just want to take a time just to decompress a little bit, I think, and spend some time with my girlfriend on a Thursday night, because I never do. So we're just going to go out for dinner tomorrow. So that means no Chris Estrad game tomorrow. Chris Estrad will be back December 12th, because I'm gone next Thursday to Toronto to see a live podcast, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, Chris Estrad will be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And December 11th, if my timeline is correct, December 11th, we're doing a Christmas one-shot in place of Beneath the Tide. And that is where everyone is playing Santa's little helpers as gnomes, trying to figure out what happened to Santa at his workshop one Christmas and why things are, not up to code right now. And the kicker is, everybody in the cast is rolling characters for each other and coming up with flaws and personality traits for said characters that the other cast members will have to abide by in terms of the flaws and personality traits. So it's going to be a fun little experiment. And I know some of you have already been showing me what you're going with, and I am so excited.
I still need to decide.
And you all have your Secret Santa recipient, who is that nobody knows who's doing it for who. I hope. And I was so excited for that, and that'll be December 11th. And that's it for announcements. Also, we do have new rules for resurrections on the channel now.
Oh,
No
what?
more of the con modifier one. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We're going along more of critical roles style of resurrection rules.
Well, Ash is now fucked.
Well, he's not. He's less fucked than he would have. I don't know.
So is Eclipse.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways. With the death of Monroe Quigson, an emergency tides movement was declared, and the following day the organization leaders gathered at the Driftwood Keep to elect a new pirate king or queen. With Eclipse having been brought back from her disintegration, with Roman sacrificing himself by breaking the spiritual seal under his katana and restoring her to life. I worded that sentence really weird. The party had a beautiful ceremony and buried Roman beneath his favorite tree on the island. The ceremony culminated in some words, and with Noose planting one of his magic beans, creating a massive fruit tree on the spot, and with Kelwyn spending the next 24 hours casting the Hollow spell on the gravesite to prevent anyone evil from entering the grave and doing harm to it and Roman's body, essentially, animating it. The party then reconvened at the Driftwood Keep for the tides moot and for the trial of Henry Lofferton. Henry was found not guilty and was put into the care of the Voidmaw crew, and the election went
Specifically,
underway.
Ogden Boon.
Specifically, Ogden Boon, yes. And the election went underway, with Eclipse being voted in as an organization leader to replace the now deceased Monroe Quigson. The election was close, but in the end, Eclipse was voted in as the third ever pirate queen, and the celebrations begun with everyone getting extremely intoxicated and enjoying their victory. Their celebrations were cut short, however, when excuse me, sorry. When a storm struck the island, and Ash entered the Driftwood Keep, still under the control of the Stormfather, as was detected by Ogden's Detect Thoughts spell. He was also with another familiar face to Noose at least, in the form of Descenderal, the fiend that was inside the Tome of the Damned that Noose had found and spoke to him through, and was now freed from the morning shores. After the Stormfather congratulated Eclipse on her new role, everyone heard the volcano on the island erupt, as the brimstone dragon that was written about in some of the books that you guys found arrived at the Driftwood Keep to confront the forces on the island. The Stormfather approached this dragon, touched said dragon, and seemed to corrupt the dragon with far realm magic. In turn, he mounted the brimstone dragon and unleashed a torrent of volcanic breath into the Driftwood Keep. And that's where we're picking up the session, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Dexterity saving throws?
Nope.
Oh,
You guys can I'll say you guys can
Okay.
kind of...
cool.
I'm so...
Well, I think what we said we wanted to do at the end was Noose grab Eclipse,
Yes.
Henry grab
And Dimension Door.
Ogden and Dimension Door out of the way of the fire.
So, and also, I'm just happy we can use this music. Anyways, you guys, Dimension Door, out of the way, and the fire rips through the Driftwood Keep. And it's not just fire. It's almost has a thickness to it. Like, it sticks to things and just keeps burning them. And you hear the sound of flapping wings as Ash and the dragon and Descendral fly away.
So where have we teleported to?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Well, Noose would have teleported. He would have grabbed Eclipse and teleported probably to that same bush, if that was out of the way of the thing.
It would have been out of the
That
way.
same bush.
You basically would have
What's the
teleported
bush?
10 feet to the side of the dragon's, like, front leg. And this dragon is massive. Yeah.
Henry would have gone to his office.
Mm-hmm. So you and Ogden into the office. Noose and Eclipse into their same bush. And Noose and Eclipse, you guys can watch as Ash riding on the back of this dragon just flies away from the island and is gone. Descendral also on the back of the dragon. And
Who's hugging the other one from behind?
I'm gonna roll for it. Ash,
You know, I think
well,
Descendril is
Ash,
behind.
Ash should be steering the dragon, so it's Descendril with his crab claws just.
Central's got his arms around.
I'm the king of the world.
I'm just imagining
And pushes Ash off.
the old school fantasy illustrations where there's just like almost like
Yeah.
Conan.
Yeah.
I can't think of the artist now, but
Steve Buscemi.
Ash on his dragon. Not quite.
Yeah, you see,
Oh, man.
Frazetta. It's Frazetta.
you see the dragon just disappear. The volcano partially erupted. There's no lava or anything raining down. It's more like the top half of the volcano broke away.
Is our mansion safe? Can I see, like, depending on which side the lava
There is no lava flow.
Okay.
It's just the top of the volcano just exploded.
Okay. Okay. And
When-
I probably wouldn't have seen where the rocks fell
No.
from inside.
Nope.
Yeah. Cool. Love it.
But Noose and Eclipse, you guys, yeah, you're safe in the bush.
Oh no.
Safe is a relative term. We have to get back inside and help everyone else who's been hurt.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you guys get out from the bush and run towards the doors.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dead
Yeah,
people in
just
here.
Make sure
There's a lot of charred corpses.
we're gonna prioritize the captains if there are any.
Mhm.
All the organization leaders, at least, are fine. You can notice that Rudder kind of like put up a barrier, like poof, with magic, and stopped the fire a little bit. Not a lot. He's actually still singed pretty bad on his arms and hands. All the organization leaders are unharmed, but Malon is just screaming like, "Oh my god! What was that? Oh jeez!" He's just screaming. A lot of the we'll say important people, are on fire and burning. Grump is nursing a very severe burn wound on the side of his face. The right side of his face is all kind of charred and blackened a little bit, but he's tending it and he's casting healing spells on himself because he's a bard. He's just like, ow, 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 ow. Yeah, bagpipes. It's just like,
Oh
ow,
yeah, that's right.
ow, ow, ow.
Using up all the spell slots.
You guys do recognize a familiar form lying on the ground of a halfling, and Gunner's blackened body is just burning.
Oh no. Noose, go help the injured. I need to go speak to the captains.
Oh, wait. Oh, buddy.
There's no helping Gunner.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess I was just wondering if, I don't know, I could waste, 300 diamond dust and see if his soul is willing.
You get the idea that the fire destroyed important organs. It's destroying everything.
Gotcha.
So even if he was brought back, it would just be a burnt corpse still.
Yeah.
And
gotcha.
it would, probably wouldn't work.
You could do animate dead.
You still need the, everything still needs to be intact with that too.
I did not prepare that one.
Damn it, Noose!
But yeah, there's about maybe 100 or so dead people in here just cooking from the fire, and the fire is sticking to surfaces. There's a sticky residue in the fire that's actually making it stick and adhere to things. So people who have it on their skin, they can't get it off. They're trying to get it off, and they're just burning.
Don't like that. I'm gonna run over to the captains.
They're all fine. Rudder's probably the most burnt from putting up the barrier and trying to maintain it from the fire.
Mm-hmm. Alright, everyone scatter your ships. We don't know where the dragon is going or how far it can go, but the further we spread out, the safer we'll all be.
Yeah. I don't know about that. There hasn't been a dragon seen for thousands of years. We don't think anyone's equipped to deal with that, especially one that size. That was more like what legends say, great worm.
Well, shit.
I mean, we could try, but isn't there other things that are out there now too, like that big squid motherfucker? Malon is just like, yeah, there's the Sunken Lord. There's, well, whatever that was.
Ogden heard at one of the taverns that there was the sunken ward, the Quacken-like thing, that it was taking ships out.
That makes sense.
Well, do you have
So,
any other
I mean,
bright ideas?
Can we even
Yeah,
leave?
yeah. If we try to leave, I think the ships will get, broken up. Well, I have heard rumors about the volcano.
Well, I'm pretty sure the dragon just vacated the volcano, so
Well,
it's probably safer than
yeah.
outside at the very least.
There is rumors that there's a forge in the volcano. And the forge has made.
Yeah.
We found. Remember when we walked by the doors and there was a clanging in it.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're talking about.
I think so too.
The rumors said that there was a weapon hidden in the forge when Tiamat sealed her firstborn child away in the volcano. That there was a weapon made that, should her son ever escape, it could kill him. Apparently the weapon can kill anything, stone dead, no chance of resurrection.
And I'm guessing that was her son.
If the legends are right, yeah, that's Kelvareth, her firstborn.
Okay.
The rumor is true. I am a kobold. I like dragons. I like reading about dragons.
I'm surprised you can read it all.
That's rude. Yeah, Kelvareth, he refused to burn the rest of the other continents when Tiamat was in power. So, there's that other continent in the middle of the world, kinda, Felrensis. Tiamat destroyed that continent with her chromatic dragons, and her firstborn refused to destroy the other ones, thinking it was cruel and whatnot, and so she sealed him in the volcano. So I don't think if the legends are true, I don't think he's a bad one, so I think Ash corrupted him somehow.
Yeah.
So Ash can just touch people and give them what you guys call dingleberries?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Similar?
And he just did it to a great.
Maybe we can get the sword and use it to.
He just did it to a great worm.
How? Wait. If they can do that, they can just do that to us too.
Probably. So maybe getting that weapon.
Yes, it might be our only chance to stop.
Thing is,
but it could kill Ash.
We have to go through now there is a secret entrance to the volcano, and it would probably kill Ash. Or maybe it'll kill the entity that's possessing him, because it's the main sort of, right now.
Yeah.
But there is a secret entrance to the volcano, apparently, and it's in the swamps.
Alright.
Again, this is just hearsay, like from all these books that I've read about Tiamat's rise to power and stuff.
Well, it's the best we've got.
Yeah.
I love that he is an otaku. So fun.
So
didn't need that today.
So the organization leaders can stay here, kind of maintain things, see what happens, see what we can do here at the Driftwood Keep. Because again, nobody probably wants to leave the island with the ships being sunk in the just off the bay here. Maybe you guys could go check out this forge and see if it's a thing. Because I think Yeah.
Way ahead of you, buddy.
Don't worry, Your Majesty. I will stay here and make sure everything is okie dokie.
Fantastic.
And then we unite all the pirates together to deal with these threats.
That's the plan at large?
He flashes you 2 thumbs up.
I'll give him 2 back.
He looks at Noose and does the crossed fingers.
It's going to work with, but he doesn't do the crossed fingers like in front of everybody. He does it more at the side. Just kind of gets him like a.
Nice. All right, so.
It's like, are we crossing our fingers now? Is that what's happening?
Oh, it's just.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
No.
So we gotta go find that weird lawyer that doesn't wear pants, and Ogden Boon.
I mean. Well, I'm pretty sure they're together. The very least.
Oh, that's good. And Malon just kind of waddles over and starts like helping Grump with the healing because Malon is also Malon's an artificer.
Mm-hmm.
So they're helping. They're doing stuff and helping each other out and stuff.
Yeah.
Grump's finally healed a wound on his face, and he's starting to help other people get like the essentially napalm breath off of.
I imagine since we have a few like resources available to us, Muse is going to go around and use up pretty much entirely one of his healer's kits, just bandaging people.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Henry and Ogden Boon into Henry's office.
Yeah. I'm going to go immediately around and start finding all of my stuff. Like my pants.
You get your pants.
And put together my pants, grab the breastplate that I wasn't wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Start strapping that on, and then listen, notice that there does not appear to be roaring dragon sounds.
You can probably hear the tremors, feel the tremors, and hear it flying away.
Okay, and then once I've got all my stuff, I'll hurry back downstairs.
All right, you hurry back downstairs. Ogden follows, just going, yeah, it's just follows you downstairs.
Can I start collecting any undamaged small containers of alcohol?
Yeah, there's still some.
How many can I pick up in this time period?
You find 4 bottles of rum.
Fantastic.
Spiced rum.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
There is a bottle of kelp rum, but nobody takes it.
No.
Because I killed Ogden Boon once.
Never again.
Never again.
Sweet. Love it.
Okay. So you start healing people that are still alive, and eventually there are like the organization leaders are like actually like removing some of the charred bodies and kind of just like moving them outside for the time being, and they'll figure out like they'll figure out a plan to bury all these hundreds of bodies shortly, because the Driftwood Keep in Throne Room just smells like a barbecue right now.
Did since Descendral offered to bring Wolfgang back, would Noose be inclined to think that having a whole bunch of dead bodies around might be dangerous?
Probably.
Hey guys, I can either do a ritual on all these bodies so that they can't get turned right away, or there's a nice little spot. It's going to be kind of a mass grave situation, but it's a really nice spot, and it's currently being hallowed.
One of the people burying looks at you, and he's just like, why don't we just burn them more? Burn them to dust.
Oh gosh. You just kind of gets quiet and starts walking away.
Okay. And then you watch a bunch of the pirates like start bringing out barrels of like rum, like cheap rum, and they start corking them and just dumping the rum on the charred pile of bodies.
But why is the rum gone?
It's cheap rum, nobody cares.
Alright.
So yeah, all of you are reunited in the Driftwood Keep throne room.
I was unpocketing the bottles of spiced rum.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just look at Henry and say, where did you escape off to?
My office to get, and like Henry's got like a backpack and is like finishing strapping on a breastplate he wasn't the breastplate he wasn't wearing a minute ago, and he's wearing pants again.
And I imagine Ogden is just like, no, he's good.
Yeah.
You got him.
Yeah. Alright, well,
Yeah. Good.
you might want to dress a little light because we are going into the volcano.
Oh, we're what?
Yes. Apparently there's legend of a weapon there that could kill the dragon. And possibly the Stormfather. Hopefully. So we need to go get it.
Oh, all right. That sounds, all right. Sure, that's what we're doing. Okay. All right.
Alright, put on your big boy pants, Henry. Let's go.
I'm going to go hyperventilate for a moment. Just if I'll be right there.
Hey, Henry.
Mm-hmm.
You're not alone. We are out of our element here. This thing is ridiculous. So, I mean, like what we're thinking, it's barely even possible. We're just kind of keeping on moving. All right, buddy.
All right. Thank you. I think that helps.
That's right. And he just slaps him. Not on the face because he's not high enough, but it just like gives him a slap on the leg.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I hand Henry a paper bag.
How did it survive the fire breath?
Okay. So
we all depart towards the volcano.
alright. You head towards the jungle. And
jungle, where demonized.
You guys notice the path that you would take normally is blocked off by volcanic rubble. Massive, just chunks of volcanic rock. And you get the idea you might have to go around a little bit the other direction, the way you haven't really explored 100% yet, past Roman's gravesite.
Can I try to see if I can scramble over it?
You will take lots of fire damage.
Okay, then never mind. Yeah, around it is.
Alright, marching order, please, everyone.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay. Who is behind Eclipse? Henry.
Henry's going to take the... No, I was going to say Henry's going to take the back. He is going slow and grappling with this horror.
Okay. Who's behind Eclipse?
A noose.
Noose. And then Ogden, snug as bug. In a rug.
Yep.
Keeping an eye on Henry.
Alright. So, you guys start off down the path. Eventually, you see Roman's grave. You pass Roman's gravesite. Kelwin is just there, so focused on the Hallow spell, he hasn't noticed what's been happening.
That's right.
So he's just like, and I assume nobody disturbs him because it'll, So he's just like, okay, cool. So he's still like putting his hands on the grave and channeling the Hallow spell for another while.
Just keep. God.
And you guys pass Kelwin. And you see, after about an hour and a half, the path winds and it starts to go down and down into a swamp. About knee-deep swamp water with detritus floating around like just moss and logs and wood. Passive perceptions. Ogden and Noose and Henry would see what looks like a rather large crocodile about 200 feet away, kind of just, it looks like it might have been 25 feet long, kind of just slink down into the water and swim away from you guys, just in the opposite direction away. Just large fireflies are buzzing around.
Mm-hmm.
My Kaimel, my Kindle. Come on, my kingdom for a Kaimel.
Boom. And yeah, you guys see fist-sized fireflies kind of flying around.
Ugh.
A fist-sized mosquito kind of lands on Henry's face.
Not again!
And kind of in the distance, you all kind of see a derelict-looking mansion. Like it's rotting, almost. It's about a couple 100 feet away. Actually, it's probably more like a quarter mile away. Derelict-looking wooden mansion. Not the same one that was teleporting around, but, Noose. You definitely feel like something's watching you from that mansion. Like, just centered on you. And
God. I got some goblin. My goblin sense is tingling.
And Noose, you don't even roll a save for this. You feel compelled to walk towards it.
Is he catatonic, or is he just kind of like the feeling that he gets is just overwhelming curiosity?
Overwhelming curiosity. And as you do, you kind of like stare at it, and as you stare at it, a vision flashes in your mind for 1 second, and then it's gone, and it was of cages.
I don't like this. He says as he keeps moving.
Yeah. And then you take another step, and this flash instead is a very much alive Thessal Varen holding a noose. Then that vision fades.
Everything all right, Noose?
Yep. And you just keep talking.
Okay. You guys
I'm gonna-
follow?
I'm gonna start to follow after Noose, and I'm gonna try to pull him to face me
Okay.
by his shoulders. Can you at least tell me what you're thinking? Because I don't trust that mansion.
There's something going on with that mansion, and it looks familiar.
And at this point, the rest of you start feeling like you're being watched.
Don't like this.
Can I try to peer into the foliage around us?
Sure. Make a perception check. No?
7.
7? You didn't see anything. You look around, but you cannot see whatever may be staring at you.
Great. Love it. I'm gonna just slowly pull out my short sword and my dagger of venom.
Cool. Another flash in your mind, Noose, of an elderly woman sitting in a stone chair. She's wearing a black kind of gown, and she has a black veil over her face of lace. And she looks disgusting. She has open sores on her body that are seeping pus, and there's little wriggling tongues kind of sticking out of the sores. And then the vision fades again. And it was a black veil, black lace gown, black veil.
Depending on, Ogden would probably hear this, but Noose says very quietly under his breath, "Black mother."
And then you all kind of hear a thump behind you guys as something drops out of a tree. And you all turn
behind me?
Yeah, and you all turn around. Noose would too. And you guys see standing there is a halfling with kind of shock white hair, wearing kind of like shabby robes, holding a really gnarly looking withered wood staff, kind of black, almost necrotic death kind of like crawling out from their eyes and their mouth. And there's little blue glowing mushrooms kind of growing out of this halfling's head like a crown and from the shoulders. And that is where we're going to take a break and pick up our new cast member.
What? It's the earliest break ever. One for the money.
Hi, everybody,
Cowboy Bebop reference.
and we're back with Beneath the Tide, and with new cast member, Brittany.
Hey.
So, you guys all turn around, and you see this halfling drop out of a tree. Brittany, would you like to please describe your character and what she looks like?
So my character, Leah, stands at about 3 feet tall. She's quite short compared to holding this big staff. She has pretty shabby clothes. It's like a shabby, dark, earthy looking cloak, and has mushrooms growing off. It has a mushroom, almost like a mushroom crown growing out of her head. Her hair is this stark white, and it's super frizzy, and you can see bits of leaves and moss throughout her clothing and her hair. You can see the tips of her fingertips. You'd almost think they were mud, but it's actually just her skin that's been blackened. And same with the tips of her toes up to her ankles. She hasn't seen a shower in quite a while.
Love it.
Do we do?
Give me 1 second. Yeah.
Sneak attack.
Yeah. I reflexively throw my dagger at her.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Oh, that was good. I am sorry.
Dead.
And it was activated because of that mansion, so I'm really sorry. That's a 25 to hit.
That is.
And this dagger of venom sinks into your left shoulder, Leah.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
4d6 plus a d4 plus 2d6 of 2d10 of poison damage.
Well, would it be sneak attack?
No, I'm saying
No?
no.
All right. Great. So glad I won't kill our new friend on the first.
Resurrection
Good.
ritual, right away.
Roll a new character. I would be resurrected.
Right, true.
Right. 10 poison damage plus 7 piercing. And you need to make a con save to not be poisoned.
Oh no.
Well,
DC
this is
15.
hazing. This is called hazing.
Jesus Christ.
Henry's
I mean-
not the new one anymore.
True.
Is your character resistant to poison at all?
She's not.
Nope. 12.
You're poisoned for the next minute.
Sweet.
Welcome to the Void Maw.
We're jumpy at the moment, okay?
Yeah, so this dagger coated in venom sinks into your left shoulder as soon as you drop out of this tree on the people you were spying on.
Gonna take it out of my shoulder, look at it. She's gonna look at her and just go, were you trying to prematurely complete my circle?
I thought you were attacking.
No,
Are you?
no, I'm not attacking. I was just stalking you. There's a difference.
I don't know which one it would be better at the moment.
Well, stalking doesn't involve attacking.
In my experience, it can, given the restraining orders I've had written up sometimes.
How many
can-
restraining orders have you had?
Well,
That's
myself,
very
personally,
interesting.
I've facilitated them, not me, personally.
Henry, I never knew this side of you before.
It's one of the most common pieces of paperwork to come across my desk.
Henry's a peeping Tom.
Can I get my dagger back, please?
Do you promise not to throw it at me again?
Yes.
Leah's gonna toss it back. Not hard, just toss it back towards her, not wanting to get that close after that.
Yeah. I'll snatch it out of the air and just put it back in its sheath.
Hey, what's going on with you?
Now, I would suggest not going near that thing. Just a general suggestion.
What thing?
Like, you see that mansion there that you're
Yeah.
staring at? That thing?
Yeah, why?
There have been these dudes coming around in the forest here, and I don't know what's up. They have these. You've really not seen anybody walking around here?
No.
Well, we
There-
were just attacked by the paladin of a deity with a dragon older than time itself.
You got attacked by the dragon?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You got attacked by Kelvoreth? What?
Yeah.
He normally only does. I didn't even think that thing was real. Like, I heard stories about this.
Oh, he's definitely real.
What? I've only ever heard that he's supposed to attack, like, threats. Why are you guys threats? You're the ones who attacked me. I guess you really are the threat here, aren't you?
She did, not me.
It's a long story, which you will probably pick up in time. But right now, we have to go get the sword that was meant to kill Calvarez and use it to kill somebody else, particularly the man who corrupted Calvarez.
Eclipse,
Yes, Noose?
could you give me a moment?
Yeah, sure.
And Noose will start walking up to her. What's going on with you?
Oh, I love your armor. And Leah's gonna like reach out and like start touching it and looking at like all the skin and scales. Oh,
What's going
it's
on?
beautiful.
We've got some really cool stuff going on too. But what's going on with you? What's going on with that house? What's going on?
Well, I've never personally been inside the house. There's just been too many weird guys in these iron masks walking by, and I haven't wanted to mess with it. It just gives off this really bad vibe, and my circle is not yet meant to be complete, so I'm just staying away from that.
What do masks look like?
I haven't gotten close enough to see them in detail, but just they're iron and they're just these big masks. And apparently, I've heard that they're trying to make this like explosion called like this explosive called acrid or something. Like I've tried to stay away from that.
Mean this? And he pulls up one of the vials he has of it.
Why do you have that? Are you with them?
You have an explosive on you?
Yep.
Has it been in your pocket this entire time?
Noose has a lot of bits and bobbins.
I got a lot of stuff.
He just takes 2 big steps away from Noose.
And you see him put it back into the bag of holding, which is one of the reasons why it doesn't explode.
You sure are quite interesting.
Thank you. What's with all this? You got some fungus in your brain?
Oh, the mushrooms, the growth. Oh, well, I guess it's a long story, not really a long story. I made a choice, and this was the result of that choice. I don't really notice it anymore. It's been years now.
What's good on you? And Noose will just look over his shoulder at everybody.
So, you said you were on the way to end somebody's circle? Why do you want to end them prematurely, if I may ask?
Because they're very bad. They're a very bad person. They took our friend, and now they're trying to end the world as we know it.
That does seem like a good reason to prematurely end somebody's circle. I would love to come and watch. Can I tag along?
Dude, you're kind of weird. Yeah, sounds good.
I like to watch.
Oh, I think you'll get along well with Henry.
I was about to say, I've heard that before from people that I've had sign restraining orders. At my desk in a professional setting.
What did you say your name was again? My name is Noose.
My name is Leah. Leah Greenwood.
Leah.
Eclipse, Queen of the Pirates.
Oh, very nice to meet you, my lady. And Leah,
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, please don't. Please don't. I'm still very new to it. Still getting used to it. Don't need any formalities. Eclipse is fine for now.
All right, Eclipse, Noose, and what was your name, Mr. Watcher?
I'm Henry Lofferton, Esquire, lawyer.
Henry, so nice to meet all of you.
And I'm Ogden Boon, man of leisure, seeker of treasure.
Wow, aren't you?
My name is Carnifex.
Oh. I'm not really normally a people person, but wow, you guys are quite interesting.
Well, I'm a cat. He's a demon. He's a goblin. He wears
Say
silly
that
clothing.
again.
Pirate Queen.
I don't care.
You're a demon? Wow.
I'm not a demon.
Yeah, technically he's the devil.
I like him.
Oh, even better. So your circle can really never end. Oh, that's quite intriguing to me.
What's this talk about circles?
Well, the circle of life, you see. There's the balance of life and death. And to me, I love seeing the entire circle play out. I don't like seeing it prematurely ended by just killing somebody, but sometimes it's necessary. That's why I love to watch.
Wait, isn't like wouldn't ending someone's circle be like removing them from nature?
Yeah. Remove them from this plane of existence. It's wonderful.
Gotcha.
Life, death, I love it.
I look to Noose like,
Cause, I mean, I'm not dumb. I mean, a circle doesn't have an end, right? It's like a circle. There's no end to a circle. I don't get it. My brain hurts.
Oh, you'll hear more in due time. I would just, if I come along with you, please let me. I would love to watch this.
well, I will say this right now. You can only watch if you help and participate. Because we need all the help we can get right now.
What do you mean? What does participation mean to you? Death? Healing? A bit of both?
Death to them, healing to us. Keep us from ending our circle. Help them end their circle faster.
I generally don't like to mess with circles, but this sounds like too good of an opportunity to pass up. Yes, I'll come help.
Great, you'll fit right in with the rest of the crew. News, you still feel drawn to that mansion?
Oh no. Does he?
I'm muted on OBS. Yeah, a little bit.
So does he just be like, nope, not at all, and he starts walking towards it?
News, I wouldn't do that.
Do what? Oh, geez.
Bad idea. I wouldn't. I'd stay away.
This is really weird. Because, like, I just always end up walking towards it. I might need one of you guys to help me.
I'm gonna run over and grab Noose's hand and start pulling him away.
Okay.
Alright, that's it. Yep. And Noose's heels are dragging in the mud as you pull him away.
Mm-hmm.
As you're all standing here, you can kind of hear voices coming down the path in the direction you were headed. Kind of speaking low and quietly.
Everyone hide! And I'm gonna take Noose and hide behind a tree.
Alright. Everyone who's wanting to hide, make stealth checks, please. I will roll for Ogden and Boon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Heard Ogden Dune.
Ogden Dune got a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Noose, what'd you get?
25.
Cool. Henry.
15.
Leah.
16.
Eclipse.
18 at disadvantage.
Nice.
I have a plus 14 to stealth.
Wow. Wait, why do you have disadvantage?
Have you armor?
Because of Dursa's armor.
Oh, that's right. That didn't get disintegrated.
So
It gives me like a plus 3 to stealth, but also it's at disadvantage. But then I'm also a rogue with expertise in stealth. And
heavy
my
armor that
dex
gives a
is
bonus to
21.
stealth.
Yeah.
So you all kind of hide behind trees and bushes, and you watch as these two kind of cloaked figures come around the corner and start coming down the path and heading towards the mansion. Black cloaks, hoods, iron masks that cover the entire face. And they're walking towards the mansion. They're just talking, like saying, yeah, the Black Mother wanted us to loot the volcano now that the dragon's gone. See what we can get. And everyone's nodding.
Can Ogden cast Detect Thoughts?
If he has spell slots left.
He has one left.
Yeah, he can cast his Detect Thoughts.
How close are they?
They're
Are they within
about
30 feet?
they're about 35 feet away. 40
Okay,
feet.
never mind. Yeah, never mind.
And they're like walking towards the mansion now.
Did we all hear what they said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they eventually get to the front doors of the mansion and open it up and step inside.
So, based on what they said, would we be inclined to think that they've already looted the place, or that they were about to, but turned around and went back to them?
Well, it's just two of them, so they're planning on it. It is a massive volcano.
Okay.
We need to beat them to the volcano.
Or we could kill them before they get there.
We may be outnumbered at the mansion. We might have stand a chance at the mountain.
What if we just follow them and kill them? You know, stalking.
We could let them do all the work for us.
That's all.
And then kill them.
Those twabs.
Yeah. But they could also not be going to the same place we're going. As in, looking for something else within and not the sword.
Did we hear that it was a sword?
Just a weapon.
A weapon, okay.
It's probably the sword.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
So do we wait here until they leave so that Noose and Henry and Ogden, you guys can get your magic recovered while we wait?
I think we should go ahead, see what we can see, and then if we get to a block, like something just blocking us, we can hide and then see how they deal with it.
Oh, okay. Okay. We can do this.
Oh.
We're about to go into a volcano for a weapon that may not exist to kill a dragon that's older than time itself and stop the apocalypse.
Sounds like a party. Would you stop talking?
Shut up, devil.
Hey, she got it right this time.
Damn it!
Stop it.
Henry, another mosquito lands on your face.
Why are you never out when those happen? Why don't you deal with the mosquitoes?
Carnifex laughs.
There's nothing wrong with the mosquitoes, Henry. Stop being so squeamish.
Every time I smack them, my face gets covered in more blood than Carrie.
Who's Carrie? Is she your wife?
No, I'm not married. Poor girl went to a local academy.
Well, I guess it is hard finding somebody when you're inhabited with the devil. That does seem to complicate matters.
Well, it's a recent problem, but yes.
We're on the move right now.
Blessing.
I don't know, are you guys?
I am a blessing.
Are we what?
Are we on the move? Like, are we heading there
Oh,
now?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Same marching order? I'll stick to the front.
All right.
Where does Whale want to be?
Yeah, where does
order?
Leo want to be on this marching order?
Guess I'll be in the back just watching them.
Henry,
It's right next to Henry.
Leah is right next to you.
Hello.
And Noose finally has somebody his height he can look directly into. But yeah, you guys go down the path that the two guys were coming from?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys start making your way down the path. Are you sticking to the path or into the foliage on the sides?
Hey guys, maybe we should stay on the sides because we might need foot points.
We'll move slower, but we're less likely to be seen. All right. I guess Noose, you technically are the captain.
Oh, I am now again.
Aren't you? I mean,
Well,
No, I
I'm
believe
not
the
quite
ruling. I believe the ruling was in order for you to be the queen.
yeah.
But I mean, you do have your queenly duties, so maybe
Yes, and
maybe I
Noose,
could run the ship.
Noose needs practice leading while I am stuck here. And you are not. So Noose, you get to be captain for a day.
Interim
Captain.
captain, then.
Captain for a day. Let's do it.
Oh, fuck.
You roll for that. Oh, fuck. Ogden Boon's the only one that sees this. Ogden Boon sees in the distance, so you guys are all talking, he's just like scanning the environment, looking around. In the distance, about 40 feet away, kind of like reaching up into a tree, trying to grab like a bunch of birds that are there, is about a 12-foot tall figure, green flesh that's kind of rotting in places. It's wearing only like a loincloth, and it's got long, greasy hair, kind of pointed ears and fangs, and it's got long, like, gangly arms with claws on the end, and it's reaching up into the tree to try to grab these birds, and you can smell the thing from here, and it stinks, like just putrid.
Would Ogden know what that is?
Arcana or history?
We'll do a history.
Yeah,
check.
Yeah, history would make more sense. Do history.
That'll be a 20.
Rot troll.
That's a big stinky troll.
Can we sneak past the stinky troll?
Everyone give me stealth checks. If you guys want to sort of sneak past it. It's about 40 feet away, and it's like trying to grab these birds in a tree.
So, question.
Yeah.
How far away, distance-wise, would you say we are from the mountain where the entrance to the mountain would be? Since we've been by it.
You have no idea. This is a different path. It's trying to twisting around and going away from the volcano before it goes back. So you'd have no idea.
All right. So Noose is gonna hold on to that spell slot then.
And this troll's like up in the tree. It's about 12 feet tall, trying to grab these birds, but it can't reach the birds. It's also like trying to like grab a nest full of eggs. Noose, what'd you get for stealth?
Noose got a 16.
All right, Henry.
16.
Leah.
Nat 1. Halfling nimbleness. Nat 1 again.
Cool. Ogden got an 11. Eclipse.
23.
Okay. Henry, you're walking beside Leah, and she's just too focused on staring at you guys, just on a stick. And the troll starts to slowly turn in the direction of the sound. And it gets distracted again by the nest and goes back to the nest. Roll really low on a perception. So yeah, it's just reaching for the eggs.
Can I sneak back and just pick Leah up and bring her to the front and carry her with me?
If she allows it.
Yeah, that's fine. Leah's gonna use her silent speech right now and just go, "I'm sorry, everyone."
Shut up.
Wait.
Silent speech, it's in your head.
Telepathic.
Yeah.
Not another one. Not another one in my head.
Not another one in my head.
Another perception check.
Fuck.
Nothing happens. It's still reaching for the eggs. And you guys eventually sneak past, and you sneak past the troll, and it finally gets the nest, and just lumbers away with this nest under its arm.
I set Leah down.
So that encounter is no.
I set Leah down.
Okay.
Speak, and I'm just. please try to be more attentive of your natural surroundings in the future?
I'm sorry. I'm just normally not with people. It's weird being around them. I'm just so into you guys.
All right. Yeah, just pay more attention in the future.
I'll do my best. I'm sorry, Eclipse.
All right, let's just keep moving forward. All right, let's go.
Where?
Yeah, news?
A while back, we actually came across a merchant that was selling mushrooms and stuff. I forgot what his name was, but I believe he was a halfling or gnome. I think he was a gnome. I'm sorry. You know anybody like that?
Would I, Justin?
Probably not.
No, I don't think I have. Generally, I just kind of keep to myself. I see what I can get in the forests here on my travels. Generally, only talk to people if I need to, or accidentally end up by them.
Well, it just seems a little serendipitous because for a while now I had a little statue with a gnome on it, but he was standing on a mushroom.
That is quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know anybody
Someone
matching that
told me.
description.
Someone told me that it was like a little icon for a deity.
Interesting.
Yeah, just a little naked gnome standing on a mushroom.
And you carry this with you?
No, I gave it away.
Oh, well, why'd you give it away? That sounds so neat. You carry around, like, other stuff in your bag of holding like that. Acrid stuff. Why not the gnome man?
I thought it would be funny because this guy was down on his luck, and so I gave him a little naked gnome statue.
Oh, well, that
And
sounds
with
so nice.
a bit of gold. And I imagine he will have a good day, unless he died because of the dragon.
Interesting.
And he just walks.
Leah's so amused just hearing people talk for the first time, just getting the little bits about them. She's so just excited and a little too close in your personal space, but she's super excited about you, News.
Newt doesn't even, when he's talking to you and talking about this stuff, he's got this big, like, toothy grin on and nobody really gets up in his grill that much because he looks kind of like a horror show.
So, oh, sorry.
So he's yeah, he's not fazed by you getting close. He's just like, ah.
As you guys stick to the path, you eventually come to a roundabout, almost. And you see just probably a couple decades worth of just carts and carriages and horse corpses just piled up in the vicinity around this sort of area, and it reeks like just heavy of death. And the path continues on deeper into the swamp, and in the distance, you can see the path kind of descends downwards into a very dark area of the swamp, and you can actually see a glimpse of the rock from the volcano in that direction.
You have to climb all of that after getting through all of this. I hope everyone ate their Wheaties, and I just continue forward.
Okay. All right, yeah, you continue forward. Does everybody else follow?
Yeah.
Okay, you move through.
Yeah, she's leading the way.
All right, you move through all of the just rotting horse carcasses and just abandoned carriages that are just beyond repair or use. Nothing is in them. They've been looted by people. And you descend the path into the darker part of the swamp, and immediately the swamp starts to get a little deeper. The water is probably now about 2.5 feet deep. And you can feel stuff kind of swimming around it. Henry, something kind of like snakes up against your leg and then swims away. You guys do see ripples in the water of things moving around in the water. Eclipse, you're in the lead. Something bumps into you, and it's the corpse of one of the same kind of masked figures with the cloak, kind of just floating face down, and they're rotted pretty heavily.
Oh.
And it's just their upper half that hits you. There's no lower half in sight.
Can I try to just very like gently pat them down, see if they have anything remaining on their corpse?
You touch their back and you feel it shift a little, and it goes.
Oh, I'm gonna stab that shit.
Make an attack roll.
I'm gonna stab it real good. 19.
Hits. Roll damage plus sneak attack.
Oh, hell yeah.
As you just plunge your weapon into its back. Just.
Where are all my D6s? I have like 10 of them. They're all gone. Okay. Alright. Ooh, not bad, not bad, not bad. 10, 20, 22, 27 points of piercing damage.
You killed the zombie. Just.
I got it.
Got what?
Keep an eye out for dead creatures who aren't all
And
quite dead.
as you kill the zombie, you see these kind of tendrils, like vines, come up out of the water and snare the corpse and pull it down.
Luce tries to grab the mask.
Dexterity. Give me sleight of hand. It was face down, but yeah, give me sleight of hand.
14.
You don't get it.
Dang it.
And the
We're
corpse,
gonna use
the corpse
that.
is just pulled underwater by these tendrils that come up out of the water and just grab it. And
I'm gonna start continuing on faster than the pace we were going.
so you're like,
Yeah.
through the water? Okay.
Yeah.
How's everybody else moving through this water? Noose and Leah, it's 2.5 feet deep, so it's...
Yeah, Noose would like to cast water walking, but he did not prepare that today.
Imagine if Ash was here, though. Oh, I don't think...
Nah.
That's just water breathing.
That's right.
You know what? Fuck
Oh, yeah.
Ash.
Yeah, fuck Ash.
Let's
He's not
see.
gonna survive the storm, Father. He probably will.
Yeah, no, Noose isn't gonna do anything yet.
I'm sorry if I hurt you, Sam.
But, yeah, you guys move through the water. It's more stuff bumping into you, but it's mostly like swamp detritus and debris. And eventually, after about an hour and a half of walking through this, you come up on a semi-dry land. It is a swamp. And you see in the side of the volcano is a stone kind of door, circular stone door that doesn't match the texture and shape of the volcano or color. And there's a handprint kind of like embedded in the stone.
Looks like we found it.
Mm-hmm. Are we? We're not in the swamp anymore, are we?
You're still in the swamp, but you're out of the water.
Great. Love that.
But you're at the base of the volcano.
Ogden's gonna be like, let's see. What do we got here? What do we got here? And judging by the arrangement, I know Ogden is an archaeologist, and the little feat thing is that you can kind of gather what type of race contributed to the creation of certain architectural arrangements and dungeons.
Okay.
Is he able to discern what made this structure?
Probably humans at some point.
Okay.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to clean myself off.
Okay. You do that.
Eclipse, why don't you share the love there?
I didn't think I was the only one who could cast this. I mean, sure, and I'm gonna cast it on Ogden.
Yeah, Ogden doesn't have prestidigitation.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Wow. Oh, so it's only the 3 other spellcasters. Ogden's the only spellcaster without it. I'm barely a spellcaster. Yeah, I cast prestidigitation on Ogden.
Okay. His robes are now
Thanks.
clean.
You're welcome.
So what do we got here? How do we open this thing?
We're at the door.
The circular stone. Yeah, it's a circular stone door. It's about 10 feet by 10 feet, and it's got a handprint in the middle.
Is it? It's not the one that we passed
No.
going to the mansion.
Nope.
Okay. Is there draconic on it?
No, there's no writing on it whatsoever. This is a different side of the volcano.
Okay. I'm going to. What am I going to do?
Eclipse, how about you let me check this darn thing for traps?
Go right ahead. In the meantime, I'm going to start making a mud hand.
Okay.
Then Ogden will see if it's trapped or anything. Do some type of look around on it.
Investigation check.
Creases,
Yeah, investigation check.
Oops.
If you kill Ogden while he's not even here.
Ogden, I imagine he's just kind of distracted. He's gotten that one. So, yeah, well.
Literally just looks like a stone
looks
door.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good. I imagine he's just distracted by the new person in the party.
All right. Then I am going to take the mud that I've gathered and just spread it in the handprint and kind of fill it, and then press my hand into it so the mud is between me and the actual stone.
Okay, you do feel a searing heat coming from where your hand would have touched, and you get the idea you probably would have gotten a really severe burn from that. Like you probably wouldn't be able to use your hand for a bit, and you pull it away, and the mud literally just cooks, turns into basically pottery, falls out of the hand place and just shatters on the ground, and the door grinds up.
That worked!
Wow, Eclipse.
Oh,
That was magical. That was really good.
I really didn't think that would work.
And there's
Eclipse, you ever think about taking up archaeology?
I mean, I stole trinkets for most of my life, and that's kind of the same thing, right?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Ogden, I have a question about archaeology that I've been meaning to ask, though. Maybe I'll ask it again when you're feeling more present. What's the difference what's the time difference necessary to turn it into archaeology from grave robbing?
Oh. I have that knowledge. But perhaps there's a larger story to how I attained that knowledge. Perhaps I'll share it later.
Oh yes, of course. Again, you don't seem to be feeling yourself, and it makes entirely sense given dragon attack and everything. So yeah, you take your time.
Thank you.
But yeah, as the door grinds up and rests to where it is set, you do see a corridor in front of you, but you can't see anything but darkness, and then one by one, torches start to light. Down this 25-foot wide corridor, 10 feet high, kind of rounded corridor.
Unless anyone has any other objections, I'm going to head in.
Okay, you head inside.
I keep thinking that I have things, but I don't, because it all died with me.
Be careful, Eclipse. Yeah, Eclipse. How about I walk next to you? We can do this. We can tag team this stuff.
I'm pretty decent at looking for traps myself, Ogden. It's something I've done a lot of.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you did a great job back there. But you know, more the merrier, helping and stuff.
So because I keep forgetting to do it, I'm gonna look for traps as I walk forward.
Investigation check as you walk forward.
Yeah.
Reason being, Mr. Ogden Boon has a passive investigation of 22.
What?
So yeah, that's why Ogden's kind of hanging out next to you.
All right. Cool. That's a 22 that I rolled.
You don't detect anything.
All right. Cool.
So the marching order is Eclipse with Ogden right beside her then? Okay. And then Noose in the middle. Okay. And then Henry and Leah side by side in the back. Sweet.
Working 9 to 5.
Yeah, and as you walk, torches keep lighting up. And you come to the end of this hallway. There's a set of staircase, a spiral staircase. The stairs are going up, and then there's a set. Then the stairs are going down. The left is up, right is down. And the walls in here are reddish black. So they're kind of black with like red veins running through them.
Are they glowing?
A little bit, yes.
So that's probably lava. Captain for a day, up or down?
Well, the dragon came from the top, so maybe the weapon is down below.
I agree with that logic. And I'll start heading down.
All right, the staircase. Staircases are each 5 feet wide.
Okay, so like one person at a time kind of thing.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna let Ogden go in front of me if he insists. But if not, I will continue keeping the lead.
Yeah, no, I'll see what I can do around here.
Okay, so Ogden will take the lead. All right, Ogden starts heading down the stairs, step by step, constantly looking around to see if traps. No traps.
I'm very close behind him.
And the light from like the glowing red veins in the walls are kind of keeping it lit in here. Surprisingly, it is lit in here. Surprisingly bright light too. And eventually, you guys get to the bottom of the staircase. From what feels like about maybe a couple 100 feet down. Actually, not about a couple 100. About 50 feet down, and you come to a sort of room with a long stone table with stone chairs set around it. Looks like it might have been a dining hall at some point for dwarves. Now it is no longer. It's kind of like got dust everywhere and like just kind of like a thoroughfare nowadays.
It's a great place to kill a lion.
Speaking of that.
I'd like to see if there are any plates or any silverware still left out.
There
On the
is. You can find 6 silver plates.
Cool. I'm just gonna collect all of them. I'm gonna keep 3 for myself and give 3 to Noose to put in the bag.
Oh yeah. Artifacts. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking more that we could exchange them for coin.
Well, I know exactly how much those are worth. Beautiful dog. Oh yeah, bring it in.
Passive perceptions. Noose and
You said they were
Ogden.
silver?
Yes. Noose and Ogden, you guys hear the sound of dragging footsteps and what sounds like something scraping on stone coming from the open archway about 20 feet ahead of you guys. Just.
Oh, we're not going today, guys.
What is that?
Back it up. I don't know. We need to get out of this room.
All right. I back into the hallway.
Okay.
We should hide. See what we got here. Maybe take her by surprise.
Okay.
If you're hiding, everybody roll stealth checks.
I'm gonna hide.
And there is bright light, so it's not going to be.
Noose is going to. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that was a 19 and a natural 20. Oh.
Nice.
All right. So. All right.
Alright, Noose, what'd you get?
26.
Ogden got a 9. Henry.
10.
Leah.
21.
Okay.
Eclipse got a 33.
Jesus. Henry,
Hmm?
you notice that your foot is kind of... Actually, what Henry get?
10.
Okay. A bit of Ogden's robe kind of flap around the corner at kind of like the last minute. And you guys see kind of crawling into the room. Is something. Once I pull up the thing that I need. How's everybody doing? D&D Beyond is really slow right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have 6 running through my head.
You guys see something that's about 10 feet long and kind of got 2 large wings on its back. And it walks into the... Oh, no! I was looking at the wrong encounter. You don't see that. You see... Melody Forrester. You see... this creature... with a pair of red wings, wearing armor and boots, kind of slicked back, black hair tied into a ponytail, 2 horns on the head, and holding a spear, and it walks into the room and it looks around, and it sees where the robe went, and starts approaching. Henry, you immediately, with your Carnifex, tell you what that is. And it's a Cambion.
Oh yeah, that's a Cambion. What is that?
And you hear it stepping closer, its spear dragging on the stone. Just
Oh, just do your thing. Supplies.
Okay. I'm going to sneak attack it.
It's walking right towards you guys.
Can I... I'm going to throw my dagger at it.
So you're going to poke up from around the corner and throw your dagger at it?
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait.
Because we're all like clustered kind of near each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Henrifex will step out from cover into its line of sight, and in Infernal or Abyssal, one of the two, whichever one devils speak, Carnifex would know which one.
It speaks Abyssal, Infernal.
Infernal.
It speaks
Is
both.
it Infernal?
Devils.
It
Okay,
speaks
Devils.
both.
Okay, but it would be infernal for devils, right?
Yes, but this
Okay,
is
'cause-
it speaks. Yeah.
Okay, in infernal, Carnifex will say, "Hello, friend," and Henry will step out and start circling around to draw its attention away from everybody else.
You're not the one wearing colorful robes.
No, I'm not.
Who else is back there?
Back where?
Back
Yeah,
there where you
Henry
came
is
from.
circling, like, to try and draw its attention away, so it turns and puts its back to Eclipse.
Kind of looks at you a little bit.
Can I try and, like, what are you doing here?
Its eyes flare for a second, like a purple color.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom saving throw, Henry.
That is a 23.
Well, that succeeds. All right.
Locks are proficient.
So you succeed on the save for command, and it just it's focused on you right now.
Okay.
Now can I sneak around and
I've
try to flank it with Henry
Give me a stealth check.
just against the wall?
Stealth check, please. As you kind of sneak out from around the corner.
Okay. Doing the math. 21.
Yeah, you're fine. You sneak up behind it. You get you're about
Sweet.
5 feet behind it, moving slowly.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing in here? It says to Henry.
I'm investigating. A dragon flew out of here.
Yes, it did.
That was weird.
I'm gonna wait till Henry gives me a signal, like, okay, now you can jump in.
I mean, the thing's looking at him. He's not going to.
Okay.
It's got its back to you. That's the best he's gonna give you.
Alright. Then, like, after he says that was weird, I'm gonna attack.
Make an attack roll with advantage because you're sneaky.
Oh yeah, I'm hiding. Oh well, that was a 3 and a 2, so no.
So
Is this your queen?
you stab it, but
Uh-huh.
you kind of get caught on one of its chain, like the links on its armor. It kind of moves forward a little bit, and it turns back towards you. I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Alright.
I did my best.
I'll ask everybody separately.
They were rolling so good, and then it just went to shit.
It is only a Cambion.
Only a Cambion. Jeez.
It's
Hopefully
only a
it's not-
devil.
Hopefully it's not Baxter's Cambion.
Oh. Oh, I wonder if Henry knows that Eclipse speaks Abyssal.
Um,
That'd be fun to surprise him with.
oh, that's fucking poo. All right. And Ogden. Nah, not much better. Ogden got a 4. Alrighty. Eclipse, what'd you get for initiative? I imagine like 900.
No, 10. I
Oh,
rolled another 2.
okay. Noose.
13.
13. Henry.
16.
16. Leah.
Dirty 20.
Nice. That's how it should be.
Show us what you got, Druid.
Yeah.
Surprise, she's a fighter.
I'm a fighter.
She's only a 2nd level Druid, 6th level fighter.
All right. So let me change the music here real quick.
Sorry, my water bottle isn't giving me water, so I have to bend the straw. And it's being rude.
There we go. Play my battle music. There we go. Play my battle music. I'm yelling at it now. Okay. Leah, you're up first. It's around the corner. It's about 15 feet away.
Leah's just gonna peek out from around the corner and she's gonna cast Chill Touch towards it.
Okay.
But don't you have to touch it and won't it do cold damage?
No.
Neither of those things.
Okay. Chill Touch.
Oh, that's right. That'll prevent healing too. Nice.
So yeah, make an attack roll on that. Ranged attack roll.
Oh no.
No, 8.
Oh no, we're gonna die.
This
You need to get some
cold,
better dice.
this ghostly skeletal hand kind of like hits the Cambion in the back of like in his right shoulder, but he doesn't really connect. Just anything else?
She's just gonna sink back towards the wall and look at Noose and go, "Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting."
You blew
Homer Simpson in the hedges meme.
it.
All right, Henry.
I'm like right next to it, aren't I?
You're right in front of it, like 5 feet.
All right. So as soon as initiative is rolled with the flail, so just boom,
Like a transformer.
no, it'll just explodes
Yeah.
like blood and everything, just blood and chains,
Like a
bursts
bloody,
out of his
like a
arm.
bloody transformer.
Like if a person was a
That's the name.
transform.
That's the name of Henry's novel, Blood and Chains.
That. There's many things that could be about.
Yeah.
Okay, first attack is a 17.
Miss.
Okay.
It's only a Cambion, guys.
Second attack on the upswing then
Yeah,
is a 24.
that hits.
All right. So it's like dodges out of the way and then just backhand up into the face.
Nice.
Fiendish blood just
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Bam! It was already injured.
All right. Anything else, Henry?
No.
All right, Noose.
So is it able to see into this hallway that we're in?
Nope. But it knows you're back there because it's been attacked from back there.
Inside the room, you said there were tables and stuff?
One singular stone table that's about 45 feet long.
Yeah. Yeah, Noose is gonna, he's gonna cast, Bless at, let's see. He's gonna cast Bless at 2nd level so that everybody gets it except for Noose himself. So that means everybody gets a D4 plus D4 to attack rolls.
Is it just attack rolls or
And
is it
saving
also save?
throws.
Okay,
And saving throws.
cool.
And then Noose is going to slide under the table and bonus action hide.
Stealth check, please.
12.
It saw you.
Yeah.
Man, gotta get that blessing of the trickster Noose.
Noose can't cast it on himself.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Anything else, Noose?
He can only spread. No, that's it.
All right,
Movement,
Eclipse.
bonus action.
All right. Gonna do some stabby stabs.
Yep, you're right behind it. 5 feet. Right behind it.
Is anyone else engaged with him?
Henry.
Great. So I don't have advantage, but I do get sneak attack if I hit. That's a fucking nat 1. What the fuck?
Chink.
All right, dagger for my bonus action.
Mhm.
All right.
Plus 4. D4.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, D4. Gotta roll that. All right. So it's 9 plus 9, so 18 to hit.
That misses.
Not looking good. Not looking good.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna run away.
No, we gotta.
No,
Okay.
because
Yeah,
I took a melee attack against it. Because I'm a swashbuckler.
So you go back. Are you going
Nice.
back? Where are you going? Hallway.
Going up against the wall,
Against the
directly
wall?
behind me.
Okay. Up against the wall. You both go about 10
Mhm.
feet back and into the wall.
Great.
Alrighty. It's the Cambian's turn.
Hello.
Oh, when's Ogden? Sorry.
He's last.
Okay, thank you.
The Cambian's gonna look right under the table where Noose went. 3/4 cover. And it's going to throw 2 fire rays at you. Just 16. Nope. Especially with 3/4 cover, so nope. The second fire ray. Nope. Both kind of hit the table and just. All right. That's the Campion's. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's going to take an attack of opportunity from Henry as it flies upward 20 feet to the ceiling.
That's an 11.
Nope.
D4? That probably won't help.
No, it won't.
So yeah, up to the ceiling. Making it Ogden Boone's turn.
Ogden Boon. Man of leisure, seeker of treasure. Mr. Boone. Boy. Well, let's see here. Ogden Boone is going to cast greater invisibility on himself.
Okay.
And after doing so, use his movement to get to an open spot away from other people.
Okay.
Don't believe he has a bonus action. No.
He does not.
So, that'll be it.
Okay, back to the top of the turn order with Leah.
Leah is going to step out,
Mhm.
kind of look at what's going on, and she's just kind of like, and she is going to cast. She is going to cast Blight, and it has to make a con save of 14.
Okay. Math. I know that fails. It got a 14.
Damn it. Okay.
8 plus 6.
So it's gonna 88, but half of that.
And what's the damage type?
It is
Necrotic, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Damn it! I just closed Discord. I was gonna do the dice roller. Fuck. Sorry. 1 second.
No worries.
Of course, the computer just did this. Oh my god. Come on. It's trying to load. It's trying to load.
A pause screen pops up.
A buffering, the spinning pinwheel of
Yeah,
death.
yeah, yeah.
I literally just had Discord open and it just decided to close. There we go. Damn it.
Para siempre, para
Is
siempre,
it?
para siempre. Sorry, I'm distracted. The big Disneyland fireworks finale is happening outside my window.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Damn it, half that is. That's gonna be 19 points of
Necrotic.
necrotic damage.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so you like throw this, like just hurl this like necrotic energy at him. He saves from it, so but it hits him like in the back, because he's facing away from you, and it cuts it washes over his body and like kind of like courses through his veins, but he like shrugs it off and just like. Argh. Anything else?
Leah's gonna go sink back into the hallway where she was standing.
Okay, Henry, it's 20 feet up directly above you.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, make 2 of them.
Eldritch Blaze.
Yep, because
Don't forget your D4s.
Thank you. Where's my D4?
Someone that can impale you.
That is a 22 before the D4.
That hits.
And then the second attack is... Oop, the D4 might make a difference on this one. Is... could have. 18.
18 just misses.
Yeah, I don't... You said that. Okay.
So yeah, roll damage for the first one.
First one hits for another 8 points of damage. This one's force damage.
Yeah. Nice. Anything else, Mr. Henry?
Nope, that's it. That'd be it.
Okay. Making it Noose's turn.
So Noose is currently has total cover, correct? Since he's under a table and the thing is up above.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Noose is gonna bonus action spiritual weapon. He's gonna peek his head out. Bonus action spiritual weapon.
Yep.
And then. Yeah, I guess I'll roll an attack for it.
Okay.
I had it pop up anyway. And that misses.
Okay.
Even with a D4, that would miss, I believe. Let me double check here. Yeah, that would still miss. And then he's going to ring ring toll the dead.
Wisdom save. That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, it saves. And then Noose is gonna be like, "Oh, this is bad," and he's gonna go back and move under the table again.
Okay. Making it Eclipse's turn.
How high in the air is he?
20 feet.
Theoretical question.
Okay.
If I parkoured up off the wall, would I be able to reach him?
You can most certainly try.
All right. I am going to try.
All right. We'll say it uses all your movement to do that.
Okay.
Give me an athletics check. Or acrobatics, actually.
Great. Well, that's a 4.
You try to run up the wall, but the walls are too flat that you can't really get good leverage. Like you basically try to like do that thing where people just run straight up a flat wall, and you get maybe a couple feet up, and then just slide back down to the ground.
Great. Then I'm just gonna throw my dagger at it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That's not gonna hit. That's only a 17.
Roll a d4.
Oh yeah, D4. Forgot about that.
Yeah, D4.
That's an 18.
That misses. You
Oh.
throw it, and it deflects it with its spear, and your dagger just tink, 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 tink on top of the table. Tink, 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 tink.
I started out so good.
Actually, the dagger sinks into a really old pot roast. Sink.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Great.
That's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. 'Tis the Cambion's turn. And it's gonna swivel around and look right at you, Eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
Its eyes flare, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. Good thing I've been discarding my shitty dice.
And a D4.
Plus a
Plus a
D4. Alright. 15.
That just makes it. So its fiendish charm fails. As it does it, it says, "Kill your friends." And then, yeah, you resist it.
I'm the pirate
And-
queen.
Alrighty. Cool beans. That'll bring it to Ogden Boon's turn.
Ogden, all invisible and stuff. He's gonna, yeah. This is what he's gonna do. In his current spot, he is going to cast Chromatic Orb at 3rd level
Okay.
using Acid.
Alright, make an attack roll with advantage.
You know what? I'm gonna do it on Discord. So I can get his stuff down here. So, that. And with advantage. 22 to hit.
Hits, roll damage. As this orb of acid comes out of nowhere and just...
Right. So that means takes 5d8 acid damage. So 25 acid damage.
Okay.
And still invisible. Ogden is going to move, like adjust his positioning, still trying to stay away from everybody, but adjust his positioning by about 20 feet in a different direction. I'm not quite sure what environment he's in, so I imagine the point is that he fired and then he moved positioning so that if the thing fires something at where he was, it's not going to hit anything.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Alright.
And that'll end Ogden's turn.
And that'll bring it back to Leah.
She's gonna step out again and look at this thing, and she's gonna try to cast Chill Touch at it again.
Okay. Make a ranged... Yeah, make an attack roll on that. And add a d4 if you need to.
It won't help anyhow.
Oh
Eight.
no. Oh no. They're all rolling like shit.
Chill touch again, just sails over, hits the ceiling.
Leah's just gonna go and sink back.
Okay.
She's just gonna telepathically go to the group. I'm sorry, I haven't been very useful.
Neither have I.
All right, Henry.
Oh, right, I could do that. Well, Henry's going to try and be helpful here. So one of the chains is going to like detach from where it's wrapped around the main chain that leads to the mace,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to reach his arm up, and as it electrifies, he casts lightning lure and tries to lash it around the thing and yank it down towards him.
What does it need to make?
Strength saving throw.
17 plus 7, 24.
Well, that makes it. Nothing happens. So it grabs onto it and yanks out of my grip before I can get electrocuted. And that is my turn.
Okay. Noose.
Oh boy. So is this a couple gun? So how much did it move in its last turn?
Didn't move at all.
Spiritual weapon. 19 plus 8, 7 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I imagine that hits. I'll go ahead and roll. That's 8 plus 5. That is 13. 13 force damage from the hummingbird.
All right.
At
It's
least
not.
one of us is doing something.
It's not looking too great. It's starting to like bleed. Its wings are like kind of like weakly keeping it up. Anything else, Noose?
Noose is gonna take another peek. Ring, ring. Try to do the Toll the Dead again.
3.
All right. I'll go ahead and get those rolling on here. 7. 7 necrotic niche.
It is still alive, but only just. All right. Anything else, Noose?
Be like, and then I go back under the table.
All right.
Yeah, and that ends his turn.
All right. That'll bring it up to Eclipse.
All right. So me that I have a climbing speed because I have claws. So I'm gonna try to climb 20 feet up and the lateral jump up the wall and just take my short sword down its spine.
Okay.
I'm using dash action and feline agility to give myself like quadruple.
If you're using a dash action, can you make an attack though?
Or dash. I'm using dash as a bonus.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, because the maneuvering, I'll say you can attack, but with disadvantage.
Please. No. Oh wait, D4. D4. Where's my D4?
Oh, please.
Oh, nope.
Aw.
That's a 14.
Dang.
Nope. You go to hit it, and its wing kind of bats you to the side, and you kind of land on the ground and kind of roll to your feet.
That would have been quick.
I'm just gonna lay on the ground in defeat. I will accept the prone. I will accept being prone
Okay. Sure.
because this is bullshit. It's like-
Don't die again. Come on.
It's gotta happen sometime, News. It's already happened twice.
What's he gonna do?
I think I'm just gonna curse an abyssal, like just real dirty.
Oh my.
Looks down at Henry this time. Wisdom saving throw for Henry as its eyes flare.
Would a
Plus
12
D4. Plus a D4.
Would a 14 happen to make that?
14 is exactly the save.
Oh, thank you for the D4.
And it also says, kill your friends.
No. Good. Actually, no. Carnifex would say, bold of you to assume they're my friends.
Bold of you to assume I have friends.
All right. Bonus action. The Cambion is just going to close its eyes and mutter something. And then it'll be Ogden's turn.
Fellas, we're trying to kill this thing, right? You're here from just there. No? Ogden is... Yeah, he's going to do another one of them chromatic orbs.
Okay, what level?
First level.
First?
First level.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to use too many of his higher spell slots since he's not here. 20. That is still with advantage, right?
Yep.
Critical hit.
He has 2 hit points. He had 9 when you hit him with
Yeah,
spiritual.
with
Or told with it.
oh, nice. Yeah. I guess Ogden's gonna give. Ogden's gonna shoot out the wings, and be like, Eclipse, you do the honors, yeah.
If I can fucking hit anything!
And it drops to the ground on its knees. And it just looks up at you and smiles and just says, "He knows you're here."
Oh, shit. Is it still up?
It's starting to keel over.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh.
like, I just did the. How do you want to do this? And I'm pretty
Okay.
much giving you a layup, essentially.
I'm just gonna kick it in the face. Get up and kick it in the face.
You kick it in the face and its head snaps back, breaking its neck. And the body,
Oh, now I roll a fucking 18.
you don't have to roll.
I just rolled for
Okay.
fun and it was a fucking
And it slumps backwards on the ground and its body dissolves into nothingness.
I'm gonna go get my dagger out of the roast.
Okay.
Really good. Those are dead.
Yes, it's dead thanks to Ogden and you. I'm gonna start chugging the spiced rum. Take a few gulps of that.
Sure. Hey, Gary, by the way, you were rolling in Beneath the Tide.
Oh, whoops. My bad.
But yeah, the cambion hits the ground and dissolves.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Well, now that that's over, we can look forward to whatever that thing was talking about. I hope the sword is worth it.
Hmm.
Bye-bye, Mr. Cambion. You're only a CR5.
It took us too long to kill that thing.
I don't understand how that's a CR5. But again, I don't understand CR, so...
It has a pretty high AC.
Yeah, that's probably
And,
why.
I mean, we have gotten quite a few magic items to buff us. And we have 5 people?
Yeah. So the cambion dissolves, and as it dissolved, it did say, "He knows you're here," and then just dissolves into goo. And then the goo disappears.
Good job, everyone.
No.
Well, that
What
was
do next? Yeah, what?
interesting.
Leah's gonna come out from the corner, just kind of look and go, "Oh wow, we ended at circle. How intriguing! That was delightful."
No, it just went home.
Yeah, it's things of that ilk usually aren't from this plane, so it goes back to its home plane to, reform. Oh,
So the circle hasn't ended. Oh, even better.
speaking of the Nine Hells, I don't know if I've told you this, but I think Kalios is out and about now. I'm probably looking for us, or me specifically.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's the reason for the dingleberries on my soul.
Yeah. There's a guy named Kalios. He's a Rakshasa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you pissed off a what?
Yeah.
You're
Roman
bummed.
killed. I mean, Roman killed him the last time, and now Roman's dead, but there's 5 of us now.
But there was like a really complicated story about how like the Rakshasa was using Roman's mind and manipulating him. So like for a while, Roman, who was your dad, was also the Rakshasa. So like the
So Rakshasa's
Rakshasa,
your dad?
kinda. That's what I kind of
Eh.
sounded like to me.
He was controlling my father figure. I don't know who my actual parents are.
So Bob's your uncle, Tiger's your dad. Got it.
Tiger's not my dad. Tiger's a demon. Devil. I don't fucking care.
Devil could be your dad.
Do I look like a tiefling?
Devil daddy.
Wasn't your dad a dragonborn?
Adoptive father.
Dad.
No. He's not my dad.
She has like I think 3 dads, and they're all dead.
I have parental issues, okay? Can we just that and move on?
This is why I generally don't be with people. It's so complicated.
Where the campion's blood has splashed onto the floor, the tiles are kind of glowing a little bit. Just
Ooh, gimme.
whoa,
Careful, Noose.
whoa.
Just steel yourself.
Steal?
No, it means to like prepare or to like steady.
And the floor opens up, revealing a passageway down.
Oh.
Well, that's new.
That was me. I did that.
Well done, Noose. Your magic is very capable.
Uh-huh. That's
Good
all
job,
right.
Captain.
There it is. Noose. Captain Noose.
Mm-hmm.
Lead the way.
You know that
Let's
actually has a
go.
very nice ring to it, Captain Noose.
Marching order
Yes, sir.
down. The staircase is 5 feet wide, and there's no lights down there.
I'm gonna use Durza's katana because it
It's
sheds
bro-
moonlight in
it's-
darkness.
Durza's
I don't have
yeah.
Durza's katana.
I
I've never used that feature.
I've learned that apparently light is not an issue for me, so I can go ahead and look and see what we're walking towards.
Pretty sure I also have dark vision. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Henry.
Yes.
I'll back you up, buddy.
You'll what?
Back you up. I'll keep an eye out for them darn traps and stuff.
Oh, that's appreciated, yes.
And as you guys kind of stand there, you do see the tiefling blood is, or not tiefling, the Cambion blood is actually trickling along the walls, but following the walls going down. Like, not dripping straight down, but going diagonally and following the tunnel down.
Okay.
And the blood starts to light up a little bit, like,
Oh, that's weird. Guys, I'm gonna try something. Do not be alarmed. And Noose is gonna do 1 point of damage to himself and squeeze it onto the wall.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh fuck. Okay. That's not good.
As your blood is starting to get sucked out, siphoned out more than you intended to, Just like you're being drained.
Yeah, nope. That's 5.
Okay. Noose falls unconscious.
Oh, 0?
Yeah, straight to 0. And
Fuck.
you take... You just don't take any damage, but you're rendered unconscious, but not stable, as blood is continuing to be pulled out of you. Just to follow along the path. Just
I'm gonna pull Noose away from the wall
okay.
and like try to like slap his cheek, like Noose, wake up, wake up.
Nothing.
You have to make a death save.
Yes.
Okay. Ah! That was pretty loud. I got a natural 20.
You are
Physician, heal thyself.
so you're
That
back.
was so crazy.
You're back with 1 hit point. And you get the idea that anything that bleeds, probably anything that gets their blood on this wall is going to be drained. So yeah, as you come back, your blood starts to reflow again, but you're really pale with 1 hit point.
Noose, are you okay? What happened?
Hey guys, so if we get into a fight, don't get hurt, cause this thing will suck you dry. Oh gosh.
Okay.
I was just testing something.
Does anyone have a healing potion on them?
No, wait. I think I got some. I think. Hold on.
Alright, go ahead and drink those now.
Let's see. What's this guy here? First, he's gonna use a healer's kit, which I imagine contains like a tincture or something that would like give him a little bit of vitality. Because I imagine bandages won't do anything.
Yeah, bandages won't do anything.
Yeah. So he's gonna, bandages, salves, and splints. So he's gonna like put a salve on his hand, stop the bleeding, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So 6. That sucks. So that's a total of 13 hit points.
Okay. So yeah, you guys just watch Noose basically get drained by this wall and then kind of stable himself.
Ouch. That boy. Yelled up.
Don't do that, okay, Noose?
I didn't do it on purpose. I was just...
All right, to complete
very
your circle yet, Noose.
I very clearly saw you cut your finger and then touch the wall.
Well, yeah, but that was like, who would have thought it would have just, it's a wall, right? I just wanted to see if my blood would have flown the same way the
With blood
Cambion.
flowing along the side of the wall.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
I mean, it is a little cool if we can
Right?
if we can injure something and then kick it into the wall.
Grab it by the face and just...
Infernal script now starts to like glimmer along the walls, though.
Oh wait.
And anyone who can read Infernal would see, here lies the Soul Breaker.
Here lies the soul breaker. Just it says that on repeat. That's all it says.
Is Does that mean the soul breaker lies down this hallway, or is it in the wall?
Well, I would assume down the hallway would be the most reasonable thing. Who would put a sword in, or well, a weapon in, or whatever this is inside the walls?
I mean, you'd be surprised. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm not going to injure myself. But I am going to like put my hand below the inscription and like kind of ask for Soulbreaker, kind of like how I would after pulling something out of the bag of holding.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Cool. Yeah, it's not on the wall. It's probably down the hall. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna start walking down the hall, looking silly.
All right, you start descending down into the
Feeling
tunnel
silly.
that opened up. Okay. Everybody else, anyone else following?
Yeah.
Okay. Noose's circle almost ended. But you descend down into this dark corridor. And the writing, as you move, the blood continues to flow down this wall. And as it does, the infernal script keeps appearing. And eventually you get to a set of stairs going down to an open archway that's about 5 feet across. And you can just feel heat and light just emanating from this archway.
Can I peer through the archway to see inside the next room?
You look in and you see about a large kind of open cavernous room with there's like platforms all along the walls, about 60 feet up. There's about a 10-foot wide walkway going into this large cavernous room, and immediately off the sides are just a 65-foot drop or so into pure lava, bubbling this like lava, and then it's like a rounded kind of platform of stone almost, and in the center of it is a podium, like a pedestal, with a red cube sitting on it. The cube has orange glowing script just rotating all around it.
Can I read it?
It says Soulbreaker.
Okay, just on repeat.
Yeah.
Is that it, Henry?
I think that might be it,
Oh,
yes.
it also says unclaimed.
It also says unclaimed.
All right. Glance over at the 60-foot drop into lava.
Yeah.
All right. The floor is lava. 3, 2, 1. No, nobody. Cool. So it be very careful not to fall into the lava. You probably won't be getting back out.
That makes sense.
I was gonna go out and try to get it if no one else wants to.
I can go get it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can easily go get that.
Okay.
And Leah's gonna cast gaseous form.
Okay.
And she's gonna, like, in this form, she's gonna start flying over to where that cube is.
Okay. You fly over to the cube, you get about right in front of it.
Okay. And I am... Can't manipulate. Okay, I'm going to drop gaseous form.
Okay.
And, like...
You land in front of the podium. Or the pedestal.
And I'm just gonna, like, look, see if it looks, like, trapped or anything.
Investigation check.
Please don't die.
18?
Doesn't look trapped at all.
She's gonna yell out towards the
Like
group.
you don't see any mechanisms or anything attached to it that would Actually, what'd you get?
18.
It does look like it's holding something down.
Oh. Oh boy.
How big is the cube again?
It's about not big, 2 by 2, 2 foot by 2 foot.
Okay. So heavier than like 10 pounds.
Heavier than 10 pounds.
Okay, we can't just mage hand it over.
No.
She's gonna kind of yell back towards them and go, I think if I grab it, something might happen. Do you want me to still grab it?
No, hold off for a second.
You sure?
Yeah, we're working on it.
Okay, okay.
So seems possibly it's trapped with a pressure plate. So if we find something roughly the same size and shape, we could probably switch it out real fast.
Ah, yes, the old switcheroo.
Yeah.
I thought you might have an architect or an archaeologist in you.
I stole valuable objects for a living for about 15 years. Yeah.
Well, there it is.
Mhm.
So let's see. What do we have?
We have 6 silver plates that we could probably mold if someone made them hot enough or hammered them.
This thing, there's like a floating podium.
No.
No. There's just like a
podium,
so there's like
a pedestal right in the middle of the circular rock platform.
Okay. And is there? Oh, I guess we weren't told if
Nope.
that there was something that was holding, like it was holding something down, right?
You were not told that it was holding something down.
Okay. Is this sword kind of sword in the stone situation?
No, it's just a cube.
Oh, so there's no sword.
There's no sword. It's a cube.
Okay, sorry. I don't know why I was thinking that. Ugh. All right. Yeah. Can we tell how much that thing weighs?
Not from back there.
And Leah.
Leah.
Yes, News?
No, this is Ogden.
Oh, yeah, Ogden?
How much does that thing weigh there? Can you tell?
How heavy does it look to be? Can she tell?
Give me an investigation check.
15?
Somewhere between 15 to 25 pounds. Somewhere between those numbers.
It's about 15 to 25 pounds. I don't know what this material's made out of, so it could be heavier than it looks or lighter. I'm not sure. Do you want me to touch it and try to find out?
No. So we're here for this cube.
Pardon me?
Maybe.
Well, why don't we just leave it? We can just move on somewhere else, right?
But we don't know for certain if this is what we're looking for. We don't know if it is, and we don't know if it isn't.
Right. So could be something that's just gonna kick our butts.
Well, I mean, it's also on a platform labeled something that sounds very weapon-like and ominous.
Mm-hmm. And it did say unclaimed, so maybe when someone claims it, it turns into an ideal weapon for that person?
Or maybe someone got to it first, and they left that behind.
I feel like the walls would have changed. But that's just a gut feeling.
That would make sense to me, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not super positive on how all this magic stuff works.
Yeah, Leah, follow your heart.
Are you sure?
Yeah, do what your heart tells you to do, and we'll deal with it.
Okay. She's
Your heart, that is.
She's gonna take her. She has like a secondary quarterstaff on her, and she's gonna try to Temple of Doom this.
Okay.
And
How much does a quarterstaff weigh?
it's 4 pounds. She has that, and she also has light leather armor. So she's just gonna try to. That's about 14 pounds. She's just kind of try to put that on
Okay.
and grab
Okay.
this cube.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh.
Dirty 20?
Okay. You do it. You do it. You take the cube off and you quickly put your staff in the light leather armor down.
Come on, come on, come on.
The pressure plate does not descend, as if it's not enough weight. And as you take the cube in your hands, you feel heat radiate through your arms. And those of you who are behind the archway hear a gunk, and metal gate comes down,
Perfect.
blocking Henry, Eclipse, Ogden, and Noose off from the cavern room. And Leah, as you're holding this cube, I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Sure. Dirty 20?
That succeeds. And the cube gets cold to the touch, and the orange light turns blue.
Wait, can you gaseous form back out to us?
And the podium starts to descend, with you standing on it, just going down and down.
I'm
And
going
down.
to gaseous form again.
No effect.
What? What do you... What?
What?
You don't gaseous form, and you keep going down in this little elevator now.
Noose, can you
Is it
in
like going
after
down
her?
to
Can
the
you
lava?
help
Or
me?
No, it's going down, but it looks like it's going somewhere else.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
These bars that came down, are they close enough together that Moose can't get his fat head through?
The funny thing is, Noose could just squeeze through the bars.
Noose, go get her.
Hey, well, what's taking you so long? Let's go.
I
You can't. You guys would have to shout because she's about 150 feet down now on this elevator. It's going.
Oh, jeez, it's going real fast.
Yeah, it is.
Does my telepathy still work? Can I still get a message out to them? Going
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
I can't use my magic. I don't know what's happening.
And the pedestal, the elevator that went down is about 25 feet around.
Well,
so
she's dead.
there's a 25-foot pit now just in the middle of this
Hey,
thing. And Leah, as it goes down, you feel the elevator go on a 90-degree angle, and you start sliding down a little slope, like a slide.
push the button.
And the podium and rises back up really fast and comes back to the top with Leia not on it.
Where is she?
And you guys
I think
hear
she's dead.
chains,
She's
like
dead.
rattling chains, just like.
It's not me this time.
And you hear the sound of big, heavy wings coming out of the lava.
Is it back? What is this?
These are bigger wings.
Wait.
Oh,
Bigger
not.
wings than the.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Cambion.
No.
And you all, well, Noose, you're the one in there. You see a big red hand grab the out of the lava and touch and grab onto the side of this platform.
Oh, that's not good.
A big red hand.
Noose, come back. Noose, come back.
And
Never throw them back.
and The gate goes back up. Shing. And the creature crawls out of the pit slowly. And behind you guys,
I think Wind turns into a monster.
And behind you guys, that tunnel that opened up rises back up to the ceiling and locks. And this thing's taking a long time to crawl out. It's like, and it's trying to it's like trying to climb up this 65 feet up.
I'm just gonna say, follow my lead, and I'm gonna run back to the pedestal and slam the button down. Try to stunt.
Anyone else following?
Press it.
Yeah, I'm right behind her.
Okay, the four of you race. You, Ogden, Boon, Noose, Henry, race to the pedestal as the creature pulls itself up. And Henry, you'd probably only hear Carnifex just either silent, swearing, or not happy.
Fuck.
As this massive red fiend devil pulls itself out of the lava. Red flesh, big red wings, and a long red tail, and it's holding a big black iron mace. And it cracks its neck, and Carnifex would know that to be a pit fiend.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just repeatedly pressing down on the
And it raises its hand, preparing to cast a spell at the podium, and you hit the podium, and it just 150 feet down, just like an elevator. And you guys watch as a wall of fire just soars across the pit where the podium was. And the elevator gets to the bottom, and it tilts 90 degrees, and the four of you go tumbling down a shaft.
What?
And you all land in what looks like a ritual chamber. And Leah, you guys see Leah just sitting there holding this cube that is now glowing blue. And you all kind of like land behind her in this ritual room. And as you land in the ritual room, the lights kind of all turn on. Like the candle lights just go.
What the heck was that thing?
nothing good.
That thing was good. It was mean.
Got the thing, guys, and it's blue now. Look at this. And Lee's just gonna hold it up to them, like smiling at this thing. It matches my glowing mushrooms now.
And it now, to those of you who can read Infernal, it now says claimed.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it looks good on you.
Thank you. I don't know what this thing is. Does it still feel like cold, Justin, or is it just
Yes,
kind of
it's cold now.
Can you do anything with it?
It hasn't said anything yet, has it?
Hasn't said anything, hasn't done anything. It's just turned blue.
Okay.
The most useless of all artifacts.
Yeah.
It turns blue.
As you insult
Well
it,
done.
one of the sides opens up. And it shoots a little of electricity at Noose. It just shocks you, nothing like harmful, but just.
Oh, we got a live one. I guess we need to kill it now.
No, don't end its circle. We don't know what this thing is.
Another compartment
Maybe it has
opens
a
up on
soul.
it, and you see what looks like a fireball swirling inside of it.
Nope. That's no good.
And it closes. And
This thing's so neat.
Leah, it does say something to you now. It just says, "Spill blood for your destination."
Does it just? Do I hear it in my head, or does it?
Just you in your head. Actually, no. Everyone would hear that. Spill blood for your destination, emanating from the cube.
Smell blood?
I think I already did enough of that.
I think you should keep all of your blood in your body for now until we figure out what this thing can actually do. Ogden, you're good at that, right?
Well, I'll see what I can do. And Ogden will, if you'll allow me, and he'll hold his hands out.
Bill will bring it out towards him.
Okay.
And Ogden's gonna give it a look.
So is Ogden touching it?
Hold it around a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It goes from blue back to red, and Ogden needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's not good.
As it flares up.
Oh boy.
Come on. You can do it, Ogden.
Woo! Critical success.
What does that bring it up to?
22.
Unfortunately, that's a fail.
What? Even with a crit?
Yeah.
Oh,
So only fighters can hold on to this, guys.
Mia's holding on to it
People
fine.
with Constitution proficiency is what I need.
Ogden
boy.
takes 19 points of fire damage.
Cool.
Oh.
And I will reflect that on his sheet.
Ah, hot. And he drops it.
Alright, it hits the floor, and then levitates up about 10 feet off the floor, and starts spinning around, and you hear what sounds like things kind of grinding and unlocking, like...
Leah, grab it. Grab it now.
Leah's gonna go out, grab
Yeah,
it.
you grab it.
Jump and grab it.
It goes back to blue, but it's still making that grinding noise, like...
All right, hold on.
And...
You stay holding on to it. I'm gonna give this thing a look.
And then there's like a... And a green, shimmering portal appears.
I guess we did spill some blood on you, Ogden.
Yeah, smarts.
And Ogden would know that that portal is a portal to the Feywild. And then the portal just is shimmering. And you get an idea that spilling your own blood on, or spilling yourself on the cube, hurting yourself on the cube, opens up a place to travel where your heart desires.
Oh.
Yeah, nope. And Ogden just goes through.
Ogden, wait! And Eclipse is gonna go through after
It closes.
him. Oh, what? Fuck. Ogden?
And then it stops grinding and resets itself. Still glowing blue.
Do we try to find him? How would we even find him? Anybody else want to take a turn? He's gonna hold it out.
Oh no. I hope he's ready to fight that guy. Guys, that looked like the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Need to get to the Feywild. We can't just leave Ogden there by himself.
No, especially since, Feywild time is all crazy. He could be there for a month already.
I already rolled for it.
Let's go!
Henry summons a little chain so that his hand starts bleeding and just smacks it down on the cube.
Okay, Constitution saving throw as you touch it.
Well, I'm not going to beat a 22, so that's like a 16. Failure.
You take 14 points of fire damage as it flares up and it starts grinding again and opens up a portal that is green for a second and then changes to red and then changes back to green and then back to red.
Focus with me, please. What?
And then solid verdant green.
Thank you. All right, everybody through.
Okay, does everybody go through the portal?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bring the cube.
Leave the cube behind. All right. Cool.
I don't think Justin was expecting this to happen.
I did what Caleb would have done
Yeah.
as Ogden.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. We all knew he would go through.
Okay.
We all know.
Hopefully we get a good one and the time passing isn't insane. All right.
Better.
Come on.
Caleb's going to need to have like a solo adventure for a bit.
Yeah.
Before we get there.
yeah.
We
Okay.
we step through into a throne room. We look up. Ogden Boon is sitting up on an opulent throne wearing a crown. Hey guys.
The head of that Eladrin bastard
He's now level 20.
on a pike. Yeah.
12 years.
Put that dice away.
Oh no.
I just rolled a d20 on that one, so
Uh-huh.
you guys don't know how much time is going to pass until you come out.
Alright.
Uh,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But you all kind of step through the portal. It closes behind you, and you're all standing in a verdant green field of tall grass and flowers. Trees line the landscape, and maybe 15 miles up the road on the top of what looks like a sort of plateau-y mountain kind of deal. Mountain, not a plateau. A mountain. In the distance, light glinting off of this pink palace made of glass. And Ogden is standing there right in front of you guys.
Oh, Ogden is still here. Yeah.
How long were
how
you
much time
waiting?
was it? Yeah.
He wasn't waiting long.
Okay.
A couple minutes.
Yeah. You know, a part of me thought you guys might not be coming. And
Why wouldn't we come?
well, I mean, it's just, it's my mom.
well, you vouched for me in pirate court and helped make sure I didn't get executed, so I more or less owe you my life.
Yeah, well, now that you mention it, sure, yeah. Lead on. Let's do this.
You're
Does-
the one whose mother is here, so I think you should lead.
Russ.
And lands on Ogden's shoulder. Hey there, brother.
Ah,
We're in the Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what that bird sounds like all the time?
Yeah, because y'all would hear him now.
well, yeah. This is Russ. Russ, meet everyone. Everyone, Russ.
What a delightful companion.
Hello, Russ.
Hey there, friends.
I think we should start investigating so that we can find Ogden's mother and then get back to, saving our plane of existence.
Yeah. Hey, Russ. You find my mom?
He kind of gestures a wing towards the pink glass palace about like miles away on the mountain.
Well, there it is, guys. I guess we got a bit of a hike ahead of us.
Hopefully we can get there before dark. Can I look up at the sky and try to figure out what time it is?
You have no fucking idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, great job, Russ. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem, brother. Henry.
Mhm.
A little pixie lands on your shoulder.
I almost swat it because of all the mosquitoes. It's like, oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is. Oh, you're not getting it.
Darn it! And it flies away.
You stupid idiot. Do you know where we are? What happened? Why was that bad?
Yeah, show it us, Conifex. What's up?
Conifex, you seem to know the most about this plane, oddly enough.
I mean, like, my job is to ensnare people's souls with contracts and stuff. And, the people that live here are kind of the experts. Except without contracts. It's weird stuff.
Oh.
Like saying your name or eating the wrong thing.
So nobody say each other's names. We all should have code names.
Well, I think it's fine if they hear it. It's like if you tell it to them. It's weird.
Okay. I would still like a code name. Just
My name is Pickleberry.
All right, Mr. Pickleberry.
All right, Brickleberry.
Captain Pickleberry.
You can be Mr. Watcher still.
I'd rather not.
Just call him Mr. Peep.
That's worse.
I guess call me Silva, because my fur. I'm sorry, I'm not very creative at the moment.
Queen, Your Majesty.
Yeah, but that might give off, like, what are you queen of? Oh, I'm a queen. Oh, pirates. Kill them. I don't know the politics of the Feywild.
I don't know if fairies particularly care about piracy.
What might Noose know? You said Pipshin was kind of
Pipshin.
This was kind of his
That's about it.
little realm.
Pipshin. Tricky stuff happens here. Realm of tricks. Trixies.
This is gonna be fun, guys. You don't even know yet. Because this is gonna be a whole lot of fun.
Well, the sooner we start, the sooner we get out of here. I'm going to start walking.
Let's go!
Okay, you guys start walking through the field. Everybody make intelligence saving throws as you walk through the field.
Everybody has feeble minds.
How'd you know? No.
What?
It's on the river sticks. Oh, Ogden for an intelligence saving throw got 5 plus 7.
Rip.
So that's a 12. Okay. What did Noose get?
Plus 2. That is 13.
Okay. Henry.
21 with a natural 20.
Leah.
16.
Eclipse.
19.
Noose and Ogden Boon pass out and fall asleep. Actually, Ogden Boon is not, because he's a half elf.
He is.
Noose falls asleep. Just in the grass.
Yeah, as he falls asleep, it's just like, the Twixes.
Noose.
And as it happens, you see a head pop up out of the grass, kind of wearing a purple hat with just a purple hat with a bell on the end of it and a little purple tunic. And the creature's got a really hairy face with 2 kind of horns. And it kind of waddles over to you guys in the grass. And it looks like a little goat man.
Dance on his bridge.
He's like, hi.
What did you do to Captain Pickleberry?
I didn't do anything. Grass made him sleep.
The grass did that.
Yeah.
We hear about a lot of people who say that there's a certain type of grass that makes them sleepy.
What's your name?
That's Peepin' Watcher.
Peepin' Watcher. Okay. Hi, Peepin' Watcher.
Really? That's what we're going with?
I'm writing that down in my notes.
You should have said something faster.
I'm Peep and he's Watcher?
No. He's Watcher and he's Peep.
And I'm Tex Malhoun.
Okay.
Well, what happened to your other? What happened to Alias? Chet?
Alias Chet.
I'm on a path now. And this new path requires a new name.
That's cool. So
All right, Walker, Texas Ranger.
my name's Gimbal.
Pleasure.
I'm a satyr.
I gathered.
Well, what you do in your free time is up to you, I suppose.
What does that
Call me
mean?
Peep.
What does that mean, Peepin' Watcher?
In the back, if anyone needs me, I'm just gonna walk.
So, you guys aren't fairies or sealies. What are you? I know what you are, and he looks at Ogden Boon, but he looks at the others.
Yeah. Damn straight.
We're visiting a family friend.
Oh, who's
That's what
that?
we are.
Who's that? 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 Who's that?
It's
None
my
of
mom.
you.
What?
Oh, Mrs. Malhoun.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah,
It's an obscure name.
Oh,
she's a treasure, really.
okay. Do you need a guide?
Well, I imagine the place we're going.
Nah, you took too
It's
long.
over
And he
there.
just wanders away and
Oh.
disappears in the grass.
Okay.
Fellas, that's probably for the best.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Pickleberry. Start shaking Noose awake.
Yeah, you can
Well,
shake.
shit, I want another piece of pie.
Yeah, you shake him awake.
Noose. Mr. Pickleberry. Wake up.
Bleh. That's Captain Pickleberry.
Glad you're conscious again. For the
How long?
third time. For the second
long?
time today.
How long were they out?
Just a few minutes. Do you feel refreshed?
I don't know. Do I just?
Yeah, sure. You got a short rest.
Oh, dang.
Dang. Dang. Diggity dang dang.
It's like a, what is that? Cat nap. Yeah, yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Keep rocking.
Yeah, that's the way, right over there.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll just start walking.
Yep.
Hey, Ogden, yeah, Noose wasn't awake for, it's
Ow.
Tex. It's Tex, Captain Pickleberry. Tex, I like it. Tex, how do we, I fell asleep, how do we stop that from happening? I'm not quite sure. How about you, watchers?
Sorry, what?
The sleeping grass. How do we stop that from happening again?
I really don't. I don't have any idea. I've never been to. I have no idea.
Well, you could boost your intelligence.
Burn.
Shut up, demon.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Let's go.
I didn't mean that in any sort of offensive way, Noose. But like you could enhance an ability.
Captain Pickleberry.
Sorry, still getting used to it.
I totally wrote that down wrong. I wrote down pickle bearer.
Captain Pickleberry.
So you guys start walking, you get out of the field, and you see a path going forwards with a lot of houses. Like small little houses big enough for maybe gnomes, fairies, satyrs.
Interesting arrangements.
The houses all look like big toadstools.
Mm-hmm.
These look wonderful. I love this place. Lee's just gonna like lean in and just kind of like keep looking them over.
Oh, I'm trying to remember Muse's character's name.
A little mushroom kind of waddles out of one of the houses and goes, "The fuck you doing? Looking at my house."
Admiring it, it's quite beautiful. You did a lovely job on your home.
Thank you, I laid the spores myself.
Wow, that's so interesting.
How much would I have remembered of the fungal lich? Not much.
Not anything.
Cool. Never mind.
You're not from that continent.
Well, like from the stories that we've heard from Baxter.
He didn't really divulge much at all.
Yeah.
Alright, nope. Alright, cool. Never mind.
And he just says, "Praise be to the fungal one," and wanders into his little hut.
Praise to the fungal one.
Yes, praise to the fungal one. He is most magnificent.
Let's keep moving.
You know who the fungal one is?
No clue. I just go with it. Sometimes it helps. Yeah.
As you guys proceed through this little village, you do see more of these mushroom people kind of standing around a corpse that's laying on the ground, and they have like vines stuck into it, and they're putting spores on the body and kind of like draining the corpse of its sustenance. And they see you guys pass and go, "Oh, hey there!" As you guys like start walking past them.
Leo waves enthusiastically.
Each of these mushroom guys is about 1.5 to 2 feet tall, just kind of crawling over this body and just like.
Dang. That's pretty.
Praise be to the fungal lich.
That's pretty neat.
And then they go back to like.
Oh. Okay, I'm not going to question that. I think we should move quickly. I increased my pace.
I don't think I'm gonna be a big fan of a witch.
The lich isn't to be feared. He's a wonderful person.
What? Do you know this guy?
Oh yes, I encountered him many years ago before his death. It was quite fantastic. He's the reason that I have this.
You do realize that he killed a lot of people, and that's how he became a lich?
Well, I'm okay with the circle that he ended. I think that's okay. It was beneficial for me in the end. I just really wanted my cat back, and it happened. I'd do anything for my cat.
I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or as a sign of stupidity.
My cat was my life.
Cat, no.
She's gonna like jingle. You see on her neck, it looks like a little cat collar with a little bell hanging off of it. She's gonna like brush up against it.
The mushrooms clap at the sound
I
of the
bet
bell.
she's just gonna pull out a corpse.
Okay. Uh-huh. So Tex, let's go find your mother.
One of the mushrooms waddles over, and the mushroom looks kind of elderly. It's got a beard and a little staff, and he kind of waddles over and goes, "You guys look tired and beaten up. The goblin doesn't look too good."
No.
I'm not feeling
We were.
We can offer you a safe place to sleep. You are friends with a follower.
Insight check, please.
Go for it.
Yeah, this is definitely
13.
It seems genuine.
The city is a few miles away, and
it's got a
it's kind of near dark.
What news get?
22.
Oh yeah, he seems genuine as well. Yeah, it'll take you about. Well, where are you headed?
To that settlement over on the mountain.
Oh, that's not a settlement. That's the Rose Court.
Then that is where we are heading.
Oh, that's about 2 days worth of foot traffic to get there.
It doesn't look more than 15 miles from here.
I know. This is the Feywild.
Never ceases to amaze.
Yeah, and there it is. All that's kind of part of the course.
And the little mushroom hermit kind of waddles over to a bigger hut that looks like it once belonged to elves. And he's like, come on, come. And he waddles over to this hut.
I follow.
And just a big toadstool. Right? He opens the door and waddles inside.
You've got a pretty cute light, he says to Leah.
Mm-hmm.
Leah's gonna walk in after Eclipse and just be like, "Oh, this is so homey."
How's Henry feeling about all this?
Henry's just been quietly eyeing literally every person, object, and thing he sees and hears with suspicion. And then he's seeing everyone go inside. We'll just slowly follow them in. But like as he gets to the door, turns around and backs in after them.
Okay. As you guys step into this small hut, there's about 6 beds, all cramped in like one little room. There's what looks like to be a little stove, a stove made of wood somehow, in the center of this little hut with a little chimney going up to the ceiling. From floor to ceiling, it's probably 10 feet. And there's like a wash basin kind of thing. It looks like this is only a place meant for sleeping and keeping warm and washing up. And the little mushroom hermit goes, "My name is Myceliac.
Myceliac.
I am the father of this here village. All of the thousands of mushrooms you see are my children. I even have
Wow.
children in the prime material plane."
It's
Guys, we
very nice to meet you.
should write that down.
Leah's gonna give him a little hug.
Oh, thank you. Make a Constitution saving throw. You touch him.
Seems about right.
And I gotta remember their stats for this race, this player race.
19?
Oh, that's just easier. Fine.
You're doing really well on these saving throws.
So you hug the
today.
little mushroom, and you feel like they're poisonous to the touch, but you hug him with no problems, and he goes, "Okay, praise be to the fungal lich," and he waddles out and closes the door behind him.
Oh, it's so nice that we're here. I'm happy we ended up going after you, Ogden. I
Yeah,
never thought I'd be here.
hopefully they aren't offended by this. And
As
he starts doing Tiny Hut.
you are in a shelter, though.
Yeah, he's still.
Okay.
He's like,
Yeah, that
hopefully they
sounds
aren't
like some
offended by it
too, yeah.
Okay.
because we are in the Feywild.
Above the door is a symbol of a mushroom surrounded by tons of ensnaring branches. A massive mushroom entity surrounded by these ensnaring branches. Leah, you'd recognize the symbol.
Ah, yes, I really am home. And she looks up at it and tries to touch it, but obviously too short. Just give a little taparoo.
Mm-hmm.
You want to boost?
No, it's quite all right. I'm just so happy to see that.
Ogden, how soon can you have that hut up?
Don't interrupt me.
Does he sing often?
Every time he casts that spell.
It's a song and a dance.
Yeah,
That's so delightful.
it grows on you.
Like mushrooms.
Oh. And she's gonna reach out and high five Henry for that.
I'm gonna test out one of the beds.
It's soft. It's comfortable.
I'm gonna start kneading it.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, I need to take a nap. And Noose is just gonna clap.
Okay. Ogden's still doing Tiny Hut. Henry, what are you doing?
Are there windows in this
There's
building?
one circular window on the door.
I'm gonna go over and just.
There's about 4 mushrooms of those mushroom people just looking up at the door, just waving at you.
Ogden, is the hut up yet?
He's just gonna go up to Henry and just go, "They're friendly. It's fine. I don't know why you guys are so worried."
Because everywhere we go, something tries to kill us. Most things try to kill us.
We've been through a lot of shit. And I've died very
That's
recently.
That's kind of
You
why
died? Leah's gonna get
Twice.
right up to you and be like, "Oh, can you tell me how that was? You completed your circle more than once? What?"
It was painful, and then was in the 9 hells.
Interesting, interesting.
And now a Rakshasa has part of my soul.
Wow, you have lived and died. Interesting. And Leah is so pumped to hear about this.
I'm pretty sure most of us on the this little group have died at least once.
Henry hasn't.
That's true. I have not died.
Well, I can't wait until you do.
Ogden's just like, not a fan. Do, do, do.
Yeah. So it's happened twice. The more recent time was a day ago. Less than 48 hours.
Wow, interesting. So, which death did you prefer? Which circle?
The second death was definitely less painful, but it was also, less expected. And a little unsettling considering that the thing who is probably hunting us is no longer reforming in his plane. And I lost both of my father figures in the process of being resurrected.
Your circle, oh my.
It's been a lot, yeah.
This is so amazing. I can't believe I've met somebody who's come back twice. This is just incredible.
Do you know about a personal bubble? Do you know what that is?
Well, I'm not generally around people, so no, I just kind of have.
So basically,
Space?
it's an imaginary bubble of space that I like to keep between my body and other people's body. And currently, you were about to pop that bubble. So could you take, 10 steps back? That would be great.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Just think of it.
I'm
think
just
of it
so
like,
excited.
it's like another circle.
Must be nice to be able to have people exist outside your bubble at any given moment.
Did someone say bubble?
And as the bubble appears of Tiny Hut, and you all lay down to gain the benefits of a long rest, a little door opens up on the big door, like a tiny little door, but about half a foot tall. And a little mushroom crawls in, and it just goes, "Oh, this is for when you wake up," and kind of puts like a little tea set with tea on a stump. Waddles out of the house, closes the tiny door, and that's where we're gonna end the session for the week.
Questionable tea.
And one of my notes for tonight's session is just fuck.
Oh, one of mine is Riff Gunner.
I am excited about all of these new names. What was Eclipse's?
Silver.
Silver. Oh,
Silver.
Okay.
Pickleberry for Noose. Peepin'
Captain
Watcher for Henry.
Peepin' Watcher.
Tex Calhoun.
And there was not one made up for Leah yet, so we will figure that out next week. So, thanks for watching, everybody. We got some new followers. We got fan art.
Yeah, first ever
Holy
fan art.
shit! We got fan
Yeah.
art in the Beneath the Tide thread. So excited for that. Maybe we'll get fan art of everyone's favorite kobold soon.
Oh, dang.
Also, yeah, my note just says fuck. Which not in a bad way. I'm just excited for what that fuck means. You guys got the Soul Breaker.
It's a square.
There's more to it.
It's gonna be a sword, says Eclipse. Nope,
Yeah.
it's you.
I just saw the Leah fan art. Oh my god, it's adorable. I love it. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Thank you who made that. Keep your bones.
Yeah, I'll be homebrewing a magical item that I will be giving to Leah, who is attuned to it.
What was Ogden's last name for the
Malhoun.
Malhoun?
I imagine it rolls better off the tongue if you say Calhoun. So
Yeah.
I was gonna modify it to
But
Caleb. He would like it better.
but
Give him a really hard to pronounce name.
But thanks for watching, everybody. Just reminder, no Curse of Strahd session tomorrow night, which also means no Beneath the Tide one-shot I was going to do tomorrow to see what happened to Ashley and Vivian. That'll happen in the future. I really want to show everyone what happened to those two interesting individuals.
Wait, did they bamf into our campaign?
Ashley and Vivian were in the Tide
Started in it.
Oh yeah.
Get
So
this voice again.
So I'm so excited to see where this goes next week. You guys are in the Feywild, which means the last like half hour of that session is me going off note. I'm very excited because the Feywild and you guys are going to the Rose Court, so it makes me more excited. And Caleb will be happy next week when he's back.
Yeah.
Gonna go save his mama. So
Yeah, I'll have to update him with the stuff that I did as Ogden.
yes. Very good stuff tonight, everybody. And also thank you, Brittany, for playing with us and joining the cast.
Oh, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for so long.
Yeah, I've tried getting it. I've tried finding a good spot to do it. I figured, hey, this will work. And then
Just yeet me out of a tree. It worked.
you got pulled in, and you got pulled into the
And I
Feywild.
got stabbed.
You got pulled, stabbed and pulled into the Feywild. So that's that.
And now we take a long rest.
Yes, and we'll be back next Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time for episode 40 of Beneath the Tide.
Ooh.
The week after that, our Christmas one-shot, where everyone is rolling, everyone here, even Brittany, is rolling characters for each other. Don't spoil who you got. Don't spoil what you're going as, because everyone's going to learn their characters like 5 minutes before the session starts. So
Okay.
maybe the day of, so they can prepare who they're playing. Kind
That
of
would
thing.
be great. I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to get time to get a
I'll probably
voice
do
and
it.
then, like,
I'll
figure
probably
out
do it the day before then.
that would be cool.
But yeah, so have your characters made for everybody by next Tuesday.
Great.
And just a reminder, sometimes the Feywild brings interesting narrative things to your campaigns. Good night, everybody.
Good night.